I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to The Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I know you're booing me.
He's a savage, he's an animal. He's a different breed of person. It's not like us.
Why is he ducking George Foreman? He's already a tramp. He ain't no champ. Around here jiving, making a business out of it. I'm a champion. I fight everybody, every month, all of them, bar none.
TheBoxingVoice.com.
I kept telling him he had no punch. He couldn't hit. He's swinging like a sissy. He's missing. Let me see your box. I hadn't started dancing yet.
He talks too much. He's ugly. He's pretending. I'm the true champion, and they make me the underdog. I'm gonna show them all they're wrong.
Muhammad Ali didn't have a lot of muscles. He wasn't all that strong. This man's presence, you could hit him where you hit everyone else, but he was not willing to fall. He was not willing to be counted out.
I haven't convinced these suckers yet. I destroyed George Foreman. I destroyed Joe Frazier.
Because I'm the champion. I'm the real champion. There'll never be one like me.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark.
I'm a bad man. I told you I'm the real champion. I told you I'm the champion of the world. All of you bow. All of my critics call. All you suckers who write the Ring magazine.
I'm gonna prove I'm the greatest. I'm gonna prove to you I'm the greatest. We gonna prove to the world I'm the greatest. This is my last fight. I don't want none of you to miss it.
No special training. Just be at the fight. I'm ready to back up everything I'm saying. And I'm through talking.
SDS Promotions.
I took up the world. I took up the world.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. We're a day closer to this weekend's big fight with Lamont Roach and William Zepeda. So we're going to be doing last-minute predictions for anyone that missed our previews and predictions earlier this week. And we're going to be adding in some Teofimo Lopez, Rolly Romero undercard announcement, as that undercard was announced, and we'll tell you who's going to be fighting on the pay-per-view undercard of Teofimo Lopez and Rolly Romero. Or should I say Rolly Romero, Teofimo Lopez, as Rolly is the one that gave Teo the opportunity at a crack at becoming a 3-division champion. So this is what we're going to be discussing. If you're interested, you know what to do. Discord is available. X Spaces also available. It's absolutely free, as I say every day, to share the show, hit the thumbs up, and help us grow. You know, Lamont Roach Jr., he's coming into this fight with some momentum. Obviously, you know, he's had a few draws where people deserved he got the win, some deserve he got the loss. But this Saturday, August 1st, at the theater, at the Virgin Hotel in Las Vegas, the Sin City, there will be a 12-round contest. And it's going to be for the vacant WBC belt, once held at lightweight by the current 140-pound champion and Ring Magazine champ, Shakur Stevenson. That belt was vacated or stripped, however you want to recall the story, when Shakur moved up to 140 to challenge Teofimo Lopez. Now, for those that are going to be tuned in live, the broadcast will start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be available through our Ultimate package on DAZN. And It's not a pay-per-view, so it's available for regular subscribers as well. As I said, Roach enters this fight with a few draws, 25 wins, and 1 loss. That loss coming at the hands of Jamel Herring, Triangle of Sin, as Herring beat Lamont, but lost to Shakur, and Shakur beat Zepeda, who's fighting Lamont. So, little triangle there, and we'll see what that brings come Saturday night. But this fight is also going to be on TNT and True TV and DAZN. So, I like that. This is something new that DAZN is doing. They started it out with the Abdullah Mason fight, and it worked out pretty well. Mason received a lot of attention and viewership. And for us hardcore boxing fans, that's exactly what we want, is for the sport to grow. And putting it on TNT is a way that can happen. But they've gone a step further. These fights that they're putting on TNT, they're making sure they're action-packed. Mason and Bell, action-packed. Zepeda and Roach should be action-packed. Why? Because of Zepeda's style and the fact that I believe Roach is a counterpuncher that doesn't bounce around on his feet like a Devin Haney or a Keith One-Time Thurman. He's more of a plotting counterpuncher. I could be wrong. We could debate. You could tell me what you think. But this is more than just boxer versus pressure fighter, because both men have something to prove here. You know, both of these guys are attempting some form of redemption. Zepeda, he's got a long layoff since his loss to Shakur, so clearly he had a lot of thinking to do. Roach, on the other hand, has remained active but has continued to get the same outcome since the Tank fight. So a definitive win here for Roach, almost, and I say almost, and we're going to emphasize almost, gets him a Shakur fight. And I say almost again because Oshaki Foster would say the same thing. Hey, he told me to fight so-and-so. He told me if I beat so-and-so, I'd get the fight. And that is what Shakur is saying in interviews, that if Roach beats Zepeda, that's the bigger fight that he would take over the Gary Antoine Russell. Now, Roach's last 2 fights, like I said, ended in draw. That was against Tank Davis and victim of Tank, Isaac Cruz. Now, Cruz, he knocked out Rolly. You know, Roach got a draw. Cruz, decent fighter, tough style to deal with, depending who you are. But both of those decisions generated debates, particularly the Davis fight because of the knee taken after Lamont landed a punch. That was the one that most spectators, observers, fight fans believe Roach had done enough to win. The knee was a cherry on top. Zepeda, on the other hand, he wasn't as fortunate to get a draw with Shakur. He suffered his first professional defeat, but at the hands of the southpaw version of Mayweather, right? So no harm, no foul. No one is mad at Zepeda. I don't think that he's lost any sort of value, because look at him. Right off a loss, he's going into a title fight with a high-profile name. Now, he might not be on the A side of things, but he's in a big fight. You know, they gave Lamont the A side position. That could be based off the draws, the fact that he was in higher profile fights consistently, a lot of that could have came into play. Not that it matters on fight night, though. It really doesn't. Now, Zepeda, his entire identity is built off of being a pressure fighter. So, we seen what happened. He runs out of things to do when that pressure doesn't bust the pipe. Is the pressure going to be enough to crack the defense of a Lamont Roach, who again is a fairly decent counterpuncher? The issue with counterpunching a guy like Zepeda is that you can yourself get countered because he throws in combinations, punches in bunches. He doesn't simply just chase his opponents. He smothers them. He crowds them. He puts them in corners and in positions that they're not accustomed to. Now, he did have some success with Shakur, but for the most part, Shakur was able to be defensively sound. He did get hit, and there was a time or two that he got buckled, but it's a fight. It's a fight. Roach, I believe, is a little bit more adaptable, more versatile, better with the timing, clearly better with the counter punches. I don't even see Zepeda counter punch. And based off the Tank fight, amazing composure. And the Isak fight, right? Because you're dealing with a Tank who's a power puncher. That right there is grounds for you to have some level of anxiety and not be so composed. Then you're dealing with the pressure of Isak Cruz. And he still remained composed. So I don't see Zepeda bringing anything new to the table. If you've been in there with a puncher like Tank and you've been in there with a pressure fighter like Isak, what is the difference between what Zepeda's going to bring? Zepeda's a pressure fighter. He throws massive amount of punches, and he can pay. Or at least I believe Roach can make him pay if he comes in recklessly. He didn't really do that in the Shakur fight. And that's probably what was lacking. We probably needed Zepeda to take a little bit more chances in that Kerr fight to make it a little bit better. But Zepeda might need to go to the body. And Roach as well. Slow down Zepeda and all the punches that he's throwing. And for Zepeda, slow down the ability for Roach to counter by digging to that body. But Roach has got to remain disciplined because I feel like even after he counters Zepeda, he could still be hit because of Zepeda's style. He punches in combinations, punches in bunches. So if that punch that, Roach lands isn't significant enough to change the pattern of the punch thrown by Zepeda, Zepeda still has an opportunity to land. But again, the body cannot be ignored for neither man. I'd like to see them go to the body like Who's a good body puncher, man? Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Who is this guy? Scooter Davis, even though he looked bad in his last fight. But Roach, he's best to fight the way that he fought Isak and Tank. Remain controlled, remain composed, intelligent decision making, sharp counter punches, conserving energy. I just don't like that he publicly said he's going to try and test Zepeda's chin. You know, people get caught up in what the next man did. Tevin Farmer not being known as a puncher is giving the also Lamont Roach not known as a puncher the indication that maybe he can crack Zepeda or that Zepeda is chinny. But I think that was a perfect shot on behalf of Farmer. But I get why Roach feels that way because it was a counter shot. You know, and he's good at countering. So, can we see a knockdown? Is that worth a prop bet? I would say yeah. If you got $5 to blow, will we see a knockdown? Yes. That's not a bad bet. It's the probability is low. I don't know that Zepeda could get a knockdown. And, you know, I don't even know when the last time Roach got a knockdown. But if we're going to believe that he's chinny because of what Farmer did, then you might as well drop a little shunting in case. But what else we got? We got to talk about the undercard. But I'll give my decision. I'm picking Roach, but I feel that William Zepeda could win a close majority decision by outworking Roach, simply because he's flat-footed and he's a counterpuncher. And, you know, traditionally people love this Mexican style. So I'm picking Roach. But again, 2 back-to-back draws, haven't been able to get the nod. Maybe Zepeda can get a come from behind. I'm not come from behind, excuse me. A close majority decision because of the output. Maybe, you know, the officials think he outworked Roach. Because Roach, I think, is going to land the more cleaner, more memorable shots, but Zepeda's activity, the body attack, the high output, it's gonna make exchanges that could influence the judges. This is gonna be a genuine high-level matchup. And it's a good matchup because we get to see where exactly Zepeda is, you know. How good is Shakur? Now we get to see, because we get to find out how well Roach does with a common opponent of Shakur. And he's already shown us what he can do with a common opponent of Tank. So, you know, there's going to be questions and answers for both men. Again, Zepeda, can you hang on the elite level? Or does he show he belongs by beating Roach? And Roach, does he finally get a win on this high level? Because this one means a lot. Tank would have been the best win, but right now, Tank is kind of MIA. So if you can get this win with a common opponent with Shakur, who's been talking about you since the Tank draw, just maybe you could get a fight. And look, I'm not putting all my eggs in that basket because of what Shakur did to Oshaki. And I know a lot of you guys are going to think he's a hypocrite and you won't believe it. But I'm also leaving room for optimism and, you know, good fights. And Kerr believes this is a better fight than Gary Antoine, who, you know, has a loss just like Roach. Maybe it's a better matchup because he feels like Stylistically, they match up better. You know, Roach being a flat-footed guy, shorter than Gary Antoine. In the boxing world, perceived as a lesser puncher. But on the undercard, we got a really good fight with Muratalla and Conceição. I mean, I guess it ain't really good. I guess it's a decent fight. It's kind of one of those fights that's it's like good and bad, right? Like, he's a former champ. He's gonna give him some rounds, but for Muratalla, it's a bit of a letdown. We expected more than this, and I would say technically, we should all agree that this is a step backwards. You know, while Conceição is a champ and they're, you know, former champ, and they're padding the resume here, right? Building towards Hall of Fame status by adding a former champion. Andy was perceived more of a threat than Conceição. So to me, I think this is a step backwards for Muratalla, who enters the ring 24-0 with 17 KOs, and Andy Cruz is the most memorable fight. I think he fought Tevin as well. So I think Andy got some, Raymond got some serious ground to, what's the phrase? I don't know. Cover? Yeah. Some serious ground to cover. He's got to play. He's playing catch up. Again, 24-0, 17 KOs. Tevin Farmer, Andy Cruz, biggest names. I don't even want to Google his age because it's going to be worse. I feel like he might be 28, 29. Yeah, man. It's time, bro. It's time. They got to take the training wheels off. They got to cut this kid's leash, man. Let the dog bark, man. Let him roam. Because this is crazy. Again, decent fight for the most part, but as hardcores, you know, I don't think any of us are excited. Any of us. But prediction, Muratalla. Decision, but there's a probability he gets the knockout. You know, Conceição's balance has always been horrible to me. And maybe I'm just holding a grudge because Navarrete didn't stop him. And I watched this guy bounce off the canvas numerous times by a prospect. So it's just like, he's not good to me. He also won his world title, like, by accident. Like, people don't even think he deserved that belt. So, yeah, this fight's all wrong for me, man. Muratalla, unanimous decision, possible late knockout. Also, you got Raul Curiel moving up the welterweight and facing Quintin Randall. Always dangerous, difficult style to deal with. Quintin Randall. Speaking of age, Curiel is 30. Never won a world title, so I guess Muratalla not doing that bad. But Curiel's an action-packed fighter. You know, we'll see how good he looks. Obviously, you know, Randall been in with a lot of veterans. I mean, he's a veteran that's been in with a lot of names, so we get to kind of assess where Curiel is in this welterweight division, you know, because he's beat some guys, but they're like the journeymans of the division, you know. Brad Solomon, Kendo Casaneta, you know, things like that. Nothing crazy. His biggest fight was Alexis Rocha. It was scheduled for a rematch that didn't take place. It ended in draw. So, he would make a good opponent for Tiger Johnson, a good opponent for Brian Norman, even though Johnson was on an interview with Inside the Ring saying he'd like to fight Norman. And I'd like that fight as well. I think, fighting the number one welterweight is the quickest shot at a title shot. But I'm interested in what Curiel does. He looked good in the Rocha fight. See, did he learn some things? And could he become a welterweight player? The welterweight division is starting to heat up. We don't have any known Mexicans, right? Barrios moved up. And I can't think of another one. Let me pull up the welterweight division. I don't think that there are any in the welterweight division name worthy. In your top 10 with the ring, Curiel is the only Mexican. Mexican-American, we got Ryan Garcia. Stannion is still number 4 without fighting. It's insane. They love him at the ring. Salute. Stanionis needs to give Polanco, Norman, the other kid, Tiger, a shot. That's who he needs to be fighting. His name is not big enough to have lost to Boots and then turn around and just fight like an Arnold Barboza. I wish that was the case, but I don't see that happening for him. And Barboza versus Norman would be a good fight. Tough fight for Norman. Tough fight for Norman. I don't know that he can beat Barboza. Barboza's a decent boxer when he wants to be. He looked like shit versus the Irishman that he should have lost to, but since then, he did okay, more than okay with Catterall on enemy territory. So, and Catterall's a decent boxer who, surprisingly has been showing he can thump. Might not knock you out, but he could fucking hurt you or drop you. And I think he got a win over my guy, Echo, man. Echo Usman. That's a good fight, too. Echo, a little machine, but I think he moved up at this point. Shout out to Jerv, the postman. Reminded me to do another raffle. I don't know. We got to decide what we're doing. Are we gonna go get a glove? Do we pull out the PS5? Do we do another headset? What else we got? We got shirts. We got WBC towels. Like the ones you could throw in your pocket or some shit. I gotta go check. There's a lot of stuff there though. We gotta start getting rid of it. Cause it's time to make my garage a man cave and not a fucking storage bin. So we got to get rid of some of that stuff. But I was looking for Mexicans, right? Ricardo Salas just lost. Alexis Rocha, he's Mexican-American or Mexican, but he never popped off. And he's probably 33 at this point. Never won a world title. Yeah, man, he's 29, 2 losses, 1 draw, never won that world strap. But he's Mexican. Who else they got? I never heard of Samuel Molina. Who's he? He's already number 7. He's from España. It looks like a Spain. Right? Where is he from? Samuel Molina Vivar. Oh, that's his last name. Molina Vivar is a Spanish professional boxer. So he is from España. But I never watched him fight. These dudes be getting ranked. It's crazy. Okay, look. He fought Idristis Kavalaskas. So now we got to check his box rank. Did you win that fight? Oof, 4 losses. He lost split decision to Kavalaskas. So somehow he's number 7. Yeah, I mean, again, we got here because we're looking for Mexicans, and Curiel can fill that void potentially. But he's got some competition. People hate on Ryan, but he's Mexican-American and he gets love. You know, Alexis Roach has long been in the division. I'd also like to see Norman and Crocker. I thought Crocker won that fight. He a thumper. Those two would make a good little war. Damn, Apple Music went up $1, yo. Fucking wildin', bro. Everything goes up. Let me go ahead and get to the second part of the show, fellas and ladies. Right? I think I got to everything. We got to get to that second part just a little bit. Where we got the T.O. Rolly undercard was announced yesterday and shit, bro. Fucking garbage. For real, bro. They bringing Yoenli Hernandez back, the Cuban middleweight, but they're putting him in with Francisco Daniel Veron. Whoever the fuck that is, man. Like, I'm really excited for, like, Big Money or Nas or Vega or somebody with that level of knowledge to call in. Tell me, who the fuck is Francisco Daniel Veron? And how the fuck did he get here? Like, bro, this is why the PBC is out of control. I wonder if they able to get this off because they still got the Amazon deal. Like, this is still an Amazon Prime and the Zone fight. So I'm going to assume that they're under different rules. I can't wait for them to be under the regular rules. Because it was gonna be a hate show, but I'm like, yo, it's Friday. We supposed to be thanking God that we made it to Friday. I didn't want to talk about Fundora and this trash fight that's being put on DAZN. It's like, DAZN, don't let these motherfuckers come over here and fuck up the brand. You know, let PBC do their garbage on Amazon. We don't need that garbage. And I get it. Fundora's in a mandatory. So what they need to do is make that undercard very good. Because that main event is trash. And look, DAZN isn't free from criticism because they made a trash main event with Bivol. You know, that shit in Russia that he did, that shit was basura. But they got to put a stop to this shit, bro. You wasting people's time. Like, nobody wants to see that shit. These fake-ass mandatories, bro. Who the fuck this kid fight to even get here? How the fuck is he the mandatory and not Virgil who got the interim belt? Like, make this shit make sense. You know, DAZN need to put their foot down, bro. There's no way this fight should be on the air, bro. Like, garbage as fuck. And I'm talking both. I'm talking Fundora and that fucking mandatory and Yoenli and whoever the fuck Danielle is. Like, man, what the fuck is this shit? I don't know, bro. Dude's a junior middleweight moving up to fight one of the toughest dudes in the division. Granted, he's all right. You know, he got a draw with Jahad Tucker, so I got to respect him. He beat Vladimir Hernandez, so I got to respect him. He beat Roman Villa, so I got to fucking respect him. And I think I even know who the hell Raul Garcia is, so I got to respect him. But I ain't seen none of them fights, and he a junior middleweight moving up. Because Yoenli is not 54. So this dude's career has been at 54. All his big wins are at 54. All his big fights are at 54. And we expect him to move up and fight El Diablo. Meanwhile, he's Argentine, but he don't got the power of the normal Argentines. So, bullshit. I think they just, you know, they want to get Yoenli to get a knockout. And, heck, this is some garbage, man. Coach Heck, I fuck with you, but damn, bro. Straight basura. How you let this shit... Like, bro, this not helping your fighter. This not helping your fighter. No one is telling no one, hey, yo, Yoenli's fighting, tune in. Like, for what? They got to do better, man. You know, Santillan is actually in a good fight, bro. And I don't know how that happened. I'm going to be real. Shout out to Pro Box. Now they really getting my $5. I ain't going to front. This ain't no like, oh, it's worth $5 fight, but like, it's worth me giving them the $5 because look at the way they moving. You know, they putting on good fights with the money that they got. So getting to the point, the fight I'm talking about is Abbas Baradu versus Giovanni Santillan. That's fucking a decent fight. You know, we'll see what Santillan can do because this will be like his second fight at junior middleweight after getting, you know, car crashed by Brian Norman. But, yeah, Bararu coming back off that top rank loss to Xander and right in a decent little semi-tough fight. I want to say Bararu probably the favorite, naturally the bigger man. You know, a little bit more pop than Santillan. But I'm also baffled that this is on Pro Box. Like, how'd they lose this? Robert Garcia, maybe top rank cut Santillan, because Robert Garcia is the manager of Santillan. So, you know, he got that deal with Pro Box where he's doing all the commentary and shit. And maybe he just was like, yo, I need a fight. And they got him this fight. Because I thought Gio was with Top Rank. He did the Xander Puerto Rico fight, right? Wasn't he on the undercard of that? And he was supposed to be the main event. And Xander the one said no. So what happened to him, I don't know. But he bounces back in a good fight. It's just on Pro Box. And I think that the membership started already. So that's the only downside, right? It won't get the amount of views that it would have normally got when it was free on YouTube. And I wonder what's their mission statement now? Because the zone makes you pay, but a week later and hours later, there's detailed highlights of the fight. Are they going to put it behind a paywall and not give us any peekaboos? Because the zone definitely entices with 3-minute highlight videos sometimes. Yeah, I get it, David. You know, they're charging so they could get more fights. And, you know, this is a clear indication of good matchmaking and where that money is going. That's why I'm highlighting it. I think that, you know, outside of Giovanni being a one-fight junior middleweight, it's a good fight. His style, you know, he might get stopped if his power didn't carry up because Abbas is going to give him what he wants. And Gio's going to give Abaru what he wants in the sense that he's going to be fucking there to get hit. You know, he's not Keith Thurman. He's not going to get on his legs and circle the ring like he did with Sean Porter. That's not going to happen. Gio is going to come and it's going to be, you know, either I move you or you move me. So, we'll see. What else is on that fucking undercard, bro? Victor Santillan defending his interim WBA Super Bantamweight title against Antonio Russell, the brother of the Garys, I'm assuming. Now, this is the downside in big main events. They clearly spent all the money on TON, Rolly, and this undercard is straight cheeks. Like, bro, I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm waiting for the hardcores to call in and tell me, nah, you know, Victor this and that and the third, and, you know, you seen him on this fight, you just don't remember, and he's a killer because they're not giving me any reason to tune in. Like, this is like a main event fight chat for me. I can see it already. Like, go live or just watch the main event, bro. They gotta do better, bro. They gotta do better. When's the last time Yoenli fought and that's what they give him? A little baby moving up. Like, this the same shit they was doing to David Benavidez, giving him junior middleweights and shit, just feeding him. You know, this is a step backwards, bro. His last fight was Terrell Gausha, an Olympian, former title challenger, multiple-time title challenger. You know, this is just another name. When we say who he fought, we're going to gloss right over that. We're going to be like Camarón Davis, Terrell Gausha, and we're going to gloss over that. Don't nobody care about no fucking Vernon, man. For real. But then they got some more nondescripts on here. Well, actually, this is the best fight on this fucking undercard. Carlos Utria from the WBC tournaments, which we do know, 14-0, taking on Israel Mercado, 13-1 with 2 draws. And you know Mercado's good. That's the uncle or the cousin of Tito, but we seen him on OTX and on another, I think on Pro Box. He got hands, man. He got hands, and if he got training camp notice, like time to train, then we good. That's a good fight. We're gonna see everything Utria got, excuse me. Even though we already know, because he did really good in the WBC tournament. But that's probably the best fight right there. That's actually a tough fight. That's actually a tough fight right there, man. For a kid busting on the scene. But it's a big step up, man. It'll put his name out there. I mean, I know I won't stop talking about him if he gets a really good win over Israel Mercado. If he looks good, he's gonna make a fan out of me, cause I'm all in with Mercado, both of them. This one, you know, he's actually a little bit more proven, right? Because, you know, Tito hasn't been in a fight where he's suffered any adversity just yet, but Israel, he was, and he looked good in it, and did good in it. So
okay, Haverties,
it's gonna be interesting to see how good Utria is versus somebody we know. These are the type of fights I like, you know, because I was impressed with Utria. In the WBC tournament, but, like, you know, he was fighting dudes I didn't know. Now you in there with someone I know is good, someone I seen do good things. So probably the best fight outside of the main event. And it's also the last fight announced, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna double check this press release, but yeah, it looks like that is the last fight that we can talk about. So it's a pretty weak undercard for Teofimo and Rolly. Main event heavy. Co-main weak as fuck. Mozzie with the first super chat of the day. $2. I'm going to take Zepeda. Mosby, $2 super chat. Marco Verde, Mexican welterweight. Yeah, he's not even ranked, though. He's not even ranked. I ain't see his name in the top 15 of none of them sanctions. Leonard Sterling with pound for pound, number 1 in the chat. Drop a bomb for the status champ. Vernon, Pro Box boxer, also fought Adams on OTX. Yeah, I seen the Adams site. He lost, though. We'll see what Vernon does, man. We'll see what Vernon does. We got William, $5. Here's my $5 counterpunch to skip the line and speak. Yeah, let's see if you're going to talk some racist shit today and get dunked on. Leonard Sterling, pound for pound, number 1 in the chat. Santillan didn't look good at 154 versus Pennington in PR. Yeah, man. Maybe they cut him. Politically incorrect, $2. Live ads out of control, shaking my head every 3 to 5 minutes. Bro, I'm with you. I never felt it because my account had the bro, I'm telling you, I don't even want to get into the fucking details. Just know that my premium, for whatever reason, I don't have it. So I'm experiencing fucking ads. I don't even know how y'all could deal with it. Cause I've been paying for premium since I started YouTube. So I didn't never know what was going on. Jesus Christ. It literally turns the video off. Like it does picture in picture, but you don't hear the podcast no more and you hear the commercial. You gotta wait for the commercial to be over and then press the fucking skip. Lord, YouTube out of control. Mind you, they ain't giving me shit off that. Like, I wish I was getting money off the ads, man. The majority of the money comes from Super Chats. These ads don't pay shit, but they'll put 10,000 ads on there. Shit is crazy. William, what up? William. Oh, shit. William, you ain't connected, champ. You ain't connected. Yeah, we gonna move on. We'll be right back. We gonna get you locked in once it connect. Base Grant, what up?
What up, Ness? What's the deal? Um, I got Zepeda. I think Roach, for whatever reason, the judges hate his style and they love Zepeda. Like, I'm not saying Zepeda's just gonna cleanly beat him. Like, I think like Zepeda's gonna be. I mean, I think Roach is gonna be catching a lot of the shots, slipping a lot of the shots. Most of them are gonna be missing, but it's just the punches themselves are gonna look bad. And I don't think Roach has what it takes to beat Zepeda. I don't think he has excellent footwork. I don't think he has like the combination punching of a Shakur Stevenson. Even though like Shakur's not really a combination puncher like that, in that fight he showed it. Like he putting them together. I don't think Roach is that kind of guy. I don't think he has like single punch knockout power. And so I think if he like wins in a lot of people's eyes, I think the judges are going to give it to Zepeda. If he does beat Zepeda cleanly, that says a lot, you know. But I think Shakur is just like he's the measuring stick, like he's a supreme talent, and that's what it takes to separate yourself from someone like Zepeda. Um, I like Muratalla for the stoppage. Um, I think I really like him. He's all about his business. He doesn't do a lot of talking. And I think similar to the fight earlier, if you don't have great legs, it's not going to be good for you. Versus Muratalla, he's huge. And is this Conceição's first fight at lightweight?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
moving
yeah.
up.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Muratalla by stoppage because he shouldn't be a lightweight himself. um, you forgot to mention Charles Conwell's on here. He's fighting.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Who's I've never seen.
He's
Paul
fighting
Kroll.
Paul Kroll. Yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Is Kroll good? Like, is he like?
Yeah,
like, are you picking him?
yeah. He just, he just don't got like big box promoter, the back end, you know what I'm saying? So you got to always factor in Russ and inactivity, but yeah, he's good from Philly.
This will be my first time watching him. Okay, we'll see. I hope. I mean, Conwell's like from not too far from where I'm from, so I'm hoping he pulls it off. He comes up to like Michigan all the time for sparring, so like I've seen him. He's underrated, man. I wish the cards laid differently. I wish he could have got that Zayas fight, but whatever. He's gonna get his get back. I'm really confused at the Yoenli fight, and yeah, I watched the Argentinian guy. He is a dog. I watched the Jahai fight. I watched his fight on Pro Box. He's very tough, like really great punch resistance. Like you, but I think Yoenli's gonna be too much. I don't understand how they have Adames, Jesus Ramos, and Arislandi Lara at PBC, and they're feeding him what they're feeding him. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
because they ain't gonna put those guys in with him, bro. That's the problem. And that's what I'm already preaching. Like, the zone, if you listening, don't let these guys get away with that. You got to use your seat at the table. They can't just match make garbage and put it on your air, bro. You're going to fuck up the value. Like, don't nobody want to see this shit. Yoenli, like, bro, we've been talking about Yoenli for at least 2 years, and this is what y'all giving us?
he's not young either. That's what's concerning. Like,
He don't got no fucking fan base. So if you got a couple 24 people asking for good fights, man, feed those 24 people, bro.
Agreed. Do you think they're protecting him, or those guys just don't want to fight him?
I mean, I'm assuming they don't want to fight him. The motherfucker look dangerous as freak to me.
He does, but he's like high on like all the sanctioning bodies. Like, I think he's number 1 for Denzel Bentley's belt. So like that could be a thing.
How long he been number 1 for fucking Laura belt? And
are they both Cuban?
There's rumors, there's rumors of Laura fighting fucking Tim Tszyu, and before that, Thomas Lamont. No, was it Thomas Lamont? Who he was in talks with? Somebody.
Some guy. Oh, he was in talks with, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Laura must have something on the PBC for them to keep feeding him who they've been feeding him, but whatever.
No, I mean, look, Louis DeCuba's graduated, and that was one of his first fighters. Laura and Robert Guerrero was one of Louis DeCuba's junior first fighters. So, bro, why you think Robert still got that fucking Berto fight out of nowhere? Nobody gave a fuck about.
True.
Bro.
They're both in their 40s. But yeah, that's my call, man. I'm looking forward to a good weekend of boxing. And yeah, that TO card is trash, but whatever. We get to watch them fight. So, but yeah, that's my call.
All right, champ. We appreciate you, man. Discord available. X Spaces available if you want to call in. Last minute predictions for this weekend's fights. Plus, we're talking the announced undercard for the Rolly. Excuse me, Rolly. Not that you care. You're never coming back. For the Rolly versus Teofimo fight. So if you want to call in and make your predictions, now is the time. It is Friday. And my wife is already at the beach. She left me, bro. They like, bro, we got to grab this sun before the rain come. I'm like, do you, man. Do you. If anything, I get off early. I meet y'all there. But for the most part, I wanted to talk some boxing. I do got a date with the gym, though. So, if y'all want to make it a short one, all goody. William with the counter. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, what's going on?
Chilling.
Yeah, man. Hey, you said that the Rolly and Teofimo undercard is trash.
No, that sounds like the word I used.
Yeah. I mean, I'm picking Rolly. I'm picking Rolly to win, even though probably everybody gonna go with Teofimo, but I'm picking Rolly. Yeah, man. PBC. PBC is like they don't got no new fighters. I don't know, man.
They new fighters on this card. Carlos Utria. He on the card.
Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, I finally gave in and got the DAZN the DAZN membership.
Okay.
I finally gave it. They charged me $55 a month.
55?
Yeah.
Oh, you went month to month with it. I'd have paid for the year, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all got to throw that shit on a credit card and still pay month to month to your credit card, but not pay the extra fucking $10 in fees and taxes on top of the $10 to DAZN, bro. Y'all tripping. You got to pick a credit card, pay that shit off with the credit card, and pay your credit card monthly with it. It's going to give you a better rate.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, 55. So I'm following the Nest. I'm following Nest with the DAZN. Hopefully DAZN start giving me some good fights every damn month or every week. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, man. You got Roach and Zepeda this weekend. And the next big fight until, the 22nd of August?
I don't know. What fight is that? What fight is that? Benavidez coming back end of this year. Like mid, what is it? I got to check, but he fighting Noel for the WBC.
Ooh, that's a tough fight, dude. That's a tough fight. Oh, damn. That's a 50-50 fight. I didn't know he was fighting Noel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a dangerous fight, dude. That's a dangerous fight right there. The 22nd of August, I forgot who's fighting. It's a big fight that's over the 22nd. And then after that, the next big fight is gonna be freaking right? The 22nd of August from the 8th.
What is it? Heavyweight? It ain't coming to me, bro. I can't think of a big fight on the 22nd when most of the names have fought.
Yeah, I have to. Damn, I gotta go look. I gotta go back because I know that the August 8th and the 15th of August, it's a bunch of females fighting.
Oh, you talking about Rolly, man? Ain't that the 22nd? Rolly and Teo?
Yeah.
God damn it, William, you drunk in the motherfucker. We is talking about that.
Yeah, like vodka kicking in, baby.
Lord have mercy.
The 22nd, and then after that, the 12th of September is freaking Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn.
Yeah.
And
that's another good one.
I don't know who to. What's his name? I'm probably gonna pick Ryan Garcia because Conor Benn, he explosive, but Conor Benn, he ain't. I mean, what he gonna do if Ryan Garcia hit him with that straight right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm on the fence with that. I'm leaning more Ryan Garcia. I think Ryan might get him. You know what I mean? But then again, I ain't gonna lie to you, Ryan. I thought Ryan was gonna beat Rolly, and Ryan kind of let me down on that one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, for some reason, Ryan, when he fights power punches, for some reason, he don't let his hands go. I'm starting to notice that. He don't let his hands go when he fight a power puncher. But yeah, man. What else? Shoot, they hopefully AJ and Fury get they fight in the UK. You know what I'm saying? They talking about New York and Las Vegas. I'm like, why the hell would you have an all British all British superstar fight in the United States. That don't make no sense. That's a UK fight. Freaking, I don't know what the hell Turkey Alex Sheik is talking about. He talking crazy. But yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, make sure you go to the beach and enjoy that sun before the rain come down there.
Yeah, after the show, ain't no rush. You see, I ain't got no bell on.
Yeah. And bring some vodka with you too. Go ahead and enjoy that vodka. Yeah.
Alright,
Hey, man.
Go to bed.
That's my call. That's my call.
I hear you. William. Oh my. Rizzo.
DMV in the building, yo. The comments had me sick, man. Y'all niggas on the comments, man. Y'all had me dying over here. They said that ain't him talking, that's his liver talking on the phone. I was gone. And one of y'all said he brushed his teeth with 211 reserve. Y'all wild, man. Y'all some wild niggas on there. Yo, what's up, Ness, man?
What up? What up?
Yo, man. Man. That nigga is faded. But yeah, like I said, man, Lamont, I got Lamont winning. I think his patience and his counterpunching ability is going to win him the fight. And Lamont Roach is I think he's a strong 140. I think he's going to be able to deal with the pressure of William Zepeda. I think he'll be able to deal with that. Like I said, he fought Pitbull, so that was a tough fight. I think he'll get William Zepeda. It's going to be a decision, of course. It's going to be a tough fight, but I got Roach. I got Roach winning that. Who on the undercard on that fight?
Charles Conwell, bunch of people.
Oh yeah, Charles Conwell. That's right. Who he fighting?
Paul Kroll.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never heard of him. I ain't never. Is he solid?
Yeah.
Okay. I haven't heard from Charles Conwell since he lost. He hasn't fought since
he ain't fought since then.
Yeah, right. It's been a year, right? He's been off like a year. Yeah, Charles Conwell ain't no slouch. He's still you could call him a dark horse in the 154-pound division. He's still fighting at 154, right?
Yeah, he need a window to see is he still that? Because he got upset by somebody that wasn't supposed to upset him. So like
that's true. He did. But I still got faith in him. We're gonna see what he does. Who else is on the card?
Let me pull it back up.
My bad. I'm over here. Got you looking at shit.
Yeah, I guess you ain't listening to the monologue, man. You out here bullshitting.
Nah, I didn't hear it. My bad, Ness.
I got the office phone popping. Oh yeah, the undercard is Muratalla. Fuck. Muratalla and Conceição.
Oh yeah. That's right. That's
the co-man.
That's right. Well, Muratalla, I think he gonna do his thing. Him and Shakur, I feel like they got to fight down the line. Shakur gonna stay at 130, 135. But I got him winning. And then Rolly, Teofimo, I think Rolly gonna beat Teofimo. Teofimo really hasn't been that. His last great performance, I would say, from Teofimo was when he fought Josh Taylor. I wasn't really impressed by his performances since that. Even when he beat old boy in New York, I can't think of his name. I wasn't really that. I haven't been really that impressed with Teofimo since the Josh Taylor fight. I ain't gonna hold you. But I got Rolly beating Teofimo. I got Conor Ben beating Ryan. You don't know what kind of Ryan you're gonna get. I think Conor Ben, when they fight, I think he gonna beat Ryan. Plus, he ain't never been a champion before, so you know he always been clamoring for that. So I think he gonna beat Ryan. That's right. He fought Barbosa. That's who Teofimo fought in New York. That's right. That performance was all right, but it was, like I said, I've never been really impressed with Teofimo ever since the Taylor fight. But I don't know. What you think, Ness?
In terms of Teo and Rolly, it's hard to tell, bro, because Rolly seems to be a changed man. I'm a man that believes in change and growth. So, and he got a win that I counted him out over Ryan.
Right.
But that still could be written off as a fluke, right? So it's like this is his opportunity to show that wasn't a fluke and that this is him on the high level consistently because both of these guys are roller coasters. Like this is Rolly's biggest win is Ryan, and before that was his last legitimate win.
Right. Yeah, I just think that with Rolly's getting it. Yeah, Rolly's getting into that stage of his career where he's like more. I guess he's more focused on trying to focusing on his craft, and trying to show people too that this is his weight class. This is where he's supposed to be at. And he looked good at 147. He really do. I just think that he's just a bigger puncher than Teofimo too. Like he's awkward. You know what I mean? Like Rolly's really awkward. And I just don't think, as Teofimo left 135 and moved up, I don't think that power went with him. I think his power was gone. So I think that's going to be the awkward style of Rolly and his power, and he got some awkward timing too. I think it's going to be dangerous for Teofimo. That's what I think. Not counting Teofimo. I'm not saying he can't beat Rolly. I don't think he'll beat him. That's the way I look at it. What's going on with Keyshawn and Devin? We ain't gonna hear nothing until Monday.
Yeah, man, he got 48 hours, bro.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Keyshawn don't take this offer. If he don't take it, he a duck. He a duck. 100%. Nobody can't say it no other way. Keyshawn don't take the fight. All that screaming and hollering and all these little skits he was doing before then, he a duck. No way going about it. He a duck. But where does Devin go at that point if that fight don't get made?
Yeah, I mean, next in line, or unless the WBO grants some voluntary status, right? Right now, he's got to face the mandatory. So if this mandatory don't want to fight, they go to the next person. But he's been out for a minute.
Who will be next in line?
Man, you know how these sanctioning bodies work. I don't know if the next name is actually in line, but Brian Norman Jr. and then Teofimo, Manny Pacquiao. They probably wouldn't.
Hold on.
They
probably. How the fuck they got Manny Pacquiao up there?
That's
the shit I'm talking about right there. That's crazy.
You know how Pacquiao's ranked there in the WBC, and let me see, is he not in the WBA? Wow, I'm shocked they don't got him in the WBA, but he's ranked in 2 out of the 4.
Man, that's crazy. That's that bullshit, man. That's that bullshit. Nobody. I'm sorry. I do not want to see Manny Pacquiao in the ring, man. Unless he doing one of these little Jake Paul fights or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy, man. I'd rather see if Devin can't get Keyshawn. I'd like to see Devin fight Stan Jonas, somebody like that, and they sparred before too. So you know what I mean? That shit is crazy though. Manny Pacquiao, wow, crazy man. I wouldn't be surprised though if Devin were to fight Manny Pacquiao though. I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen.
They was talking about it last year sometime.
Yeah, I think they would. Yeah, they would. I did hear something about that. I think Bill said something about it too.
Listen, anytime you get an opportunity to fight a living legend, you're gonna fight a living legend, bro. These dudes ain't playing.
Crazy.
They ain't playing.
You saw that Andrade and Charlo?
Hell no, man. You know how many motherfuckers sent me that shit? Who gives a fuck about them two motherfucking drunks?
That shit was crazy.
Don't nobody even know what's going on with Andre. Like I don't know why his career is like that. At least Charlo got a excuse that he's got alcohol issues.
I think Eddie Hearn dropped the ball with Andrade. I think Eddie Hearn didn't know what to do with an American fighter at that time. And a lot of people weren't trying to fight Andrade.
I mean, you can't blame Eddie. He got him the Billy Joe fight. Billy Joe popped. Canelo literally said no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then he could have got the
He couldn't
other
get the
dude.
Charlos either. He couldn't get them.
But they was across the street. But he could have got the other dude, Zach Parker, and he ain't fight Zach. He could have got Johnny Beck. He ain't fight Johnny Beck.
Name. He wanted a bigger name.
Johnny Beck.
Bro, play ball, stay active, and let Eddie keep you busy.
Yeah, you right. You got to stay busy in this game, or the game will leave you behind. That's a fact. I just sad to see that shit though. With Andrade,
that motherfucker was making like $2 million for them whack ass fights too. That African
he was.
Yeah, remember that was the old DAZN deal. That was that first Matchroom deal, bro. He fought that dude for
from the 6?
What's going on, bro?
That nobody even know. I think it's like I Can One Day or some shit like that. Man, that shit was, bro.
That's wild.
And that's what I'm saying. Y'all weird as hell with the nostalgia, bro. Like, who the fuck wants to see Charlo fight right now? Like, y'all literally got ugly women. Y'all either got ugly women, zero money, or no creativity. Because why would I waste my Saturday watching Charlo? Like,
still a big
Andre is another thing. He at least got a tune-up. You feel me? He's probably a little bit closer to the real version of himself. But Charlo belong in rehab. Y'all about to go pay to watch that? Waste your Saturday to watch it? Man, fuck out of here, bro.
Shout out to Charlo, man. He trying to get back in.
Charlo, though, to be fair, though, I mean, except all the little trauma he got, all the drinking, he still got one of the best jabs in boxing. He's still undefeated. You know what I mean? There's still fights for him to be made. He still got the Caleb Plant fight. You got the Andrade. You got McGee out there for him. We just gotta wait and see.
None of them, why would Munguia fight him? Munguia is a champ. What the fuck he gonna fight that dude for that nobody knows? Nobody knows Andre in 2026, bro. Just you and me because we old. Like,
no, I'm talking about Charlo.
Same fucking scenario, bro. Who the fuck knows him? His last fight was fucking Lamont. Like, y'all tripping, bro. This nostalgia shit is weird.
But there's still guys out there that will fight Charlo, though, man, just to try to take that old way.
And then look at how you babysitting this motherfucker. Put him in there with Yo-Yo. Fuck you mean Charlo and Andre? Yo-Yo need that name.
Yeah, 68 though.
Let Yo-Yo fucking retire his ass. Send him to rehab for good.
You terrible.
That's you cold, man. Says send him to rehab for good. Damn, he still got one of the best jabs in boxing, though. I ain't gonna hold you. That jab is nasty. He'll jab somebody into a decision win. Might not knock no shit out, but he definitely could do that. But I'm gonna hop off here, y'all. Y'all be good. Appreciate you guys. All right, Ryan.
Appreciate you, bro. What up? What's going on, TBV? Y'all know what it is, man. Boy from the 6, he in the building, bro. Yo, we got a good one tomorrow. Jeez. Oh, I chill, man. That's a 50-50 fight.
Really?
Shout out to Roach and Zepeda. Definitely 50-50.
Wow, 50-50?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I mean,
fuck?
Roach ain't
Zepeda,
separate himself.
What?
Which fight?
The Tank
Tank
fight,
Davis?
the Isak Cruz fight. Like, look, put it in this perspective. We talking about Rolly and his undercard. He got stopped by Isak.
Yeah, Rolly, yeah. Yeah, that's when you play the matchup, the triangle theory.
Rayo, who's also a welterweight, outboxed the shit out of Isak.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Roach has a level of composure that clearly shows he's an elite fighter.
Yeah, but you don't think Zepeda learned something being in the ring with Shakur Stevenson?
How to lose.
Yo, come on, man. You may never see that again.
Ryan, what do you think he's going to do different? He's on his 30th fight, is it?
Right.
He's on his, I don't want to say 30 again without double checking. Hold on.
He's up there. He's up there for sure. Zepeda.
Fuck, man. This dude's got 34 fights. He's not going to change tomorrow, bro. He's going to do what he always
I feel
does.
Like sharing the ring with a guy like Shakur, like, you learn something for sure. You're going to see something.
Did he not hear what I just said? He's not going to change, though. That what matters is, can you switch the gear? You're in first. Shit's redlining. Can you go to second? Does your
Lamont
transmission
sometimes
have third?
He doesn't hit gears too, man. That's why I'm saying it's 50-50. Like, in that Isak Cruz, now I know his hand was hurt, but like, he didn't really switch too many gears in that fight. I thought he let a lot of rounds off. That's why Isak is able to have momentum.
Do you need to switch gears? I mean, the level of composure and counterpunching ability that he showed in those two fights, again, it just puts him, to me, it's not even a debate. I don't know why I got to just let you be with your opinion. To me, it's not even close. I just feel like Zepeda fucking struggled with Tevin Farmer. Didn't he have 2 fights with 24 rounds with Tevin Farmer?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? Get out of here, Ryan. You tripping. You better come back
I don't know,
Sunday,
bro.
yo.
You got Nah, man.
Just come back Sunday. That's why this show was invented,
then.
man. Come your ass back Sunday and eat your fucking crow.
Right.
Now, look,
I'm not
told
picking
everybody.
Zepeda. I didn't even pick Zepeda. I just said it's 50-50.
Yeah, it's not, though. I told everybody I'm picking Roach, but I do see a world where Zepeda could get a majority decision. I said that in my monologue.
I see a world where he can outwork Lamont.
Exactly. He can get outworked. He could get outworked. But the cleaner shots, the more effective shots, the better eye-catching shots, they're going to come from Lamont. I just hope Lamont don't do a Miguel Cotto, and when he counters, he leaves the hand up there like, oh, look what I did. Because, I already said in my monologue, like, this dude's going to hit, boom, boom, get countered, bang, but still be punching regardless. Like, he don't got to look at the target. That's not the type of fighter he is.
No, I agree. And I question, can Lamont Roach keep up with that pace? Like, that's why I'm saying it's 50-50. Because if he can't, he's going to get put in the blender. And like,
bro, but what blender?
I don't know, man.
Who's he stopped? He couldn't stop Farmer in 2 fights. Who's he stopped?
He don't need to be stopped, bro. But you can see dominance in a fight.
For sure,
see
but
when
I'm
a guy's
just saying,
dominant.
you put somebody in the blender, I'm thinking fuck, you chopping him up.
I think you getting thumped on. You getting thumped on, bro. And that might be Lamont. Might turn into a punching bag. But hey, we'll see, man. We'll see.
I like it. I like being
I think it's a good fight.
Though. It makes it even better. Quest the best. What it do?
Yeah, Quest. You still got that crazy username, Devin Haney Savior or whatever?
Nah, he changed it finally. It Quest
you better change that. Yeah.
Quest the motherfucking best. Yo, can you hear me?
What up, Quest?
What's up? What's good? What up, Ryan? Salute, Ryan from
What
the
up,
6
bro?
in the building. And happy Friday, y'all, man. Chilling, man. I like this fight. I think Roach has to really show that he improved. You know, I think he's one of the saddest stories in boxing. You know, as far as that Tank fight, I think he'll never. If he doesn't implicate something like that Tank fight, man, it's gonna really look bad, man. Because he's getting these good fights. You know, they didn't let him go. You know, they didn't think it was a fluke. You know, he got Pitbull, then a draw. So this Zepeda fight, you know, I don't think Zepeda's on level with Pitbull. You know, Zepeda haven't won a championship. You know, he hasn't done anything. You know, who's his biggest win? You know. Ron, he praising him off a loss to Shakur. You know what I'm saying? I got Roach, bro. I got Roach. I think he should get a win, man. Finally get a win. You know, I want him to win, and I think he actually can win. You know, I don't see no stoppages or nothing, but I think he can probably, you know, out punch him as far as just like shot selection. You know, and get like good shot placement. You know what I'm saying? But like this undercard, right? Like so, Raymond Muratalla is, man. They gotta do something with 135 division, bro. Like, is Kid Austin fighting soon? Is he gonna fight Lucas Body? You know, is Tank going to like? Far as his 135 division, bro. You know, I think they got to get the ball moving with that. I think what belt is that going? The Kid Austin, I think he wants the Tank belt, whatever the fuck. I think that's the WBA or something like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna really get the ball moving. You know what I'm saying? And then Shakur Stevenson, you don't know what's going on with him. I don't like the Raymond Muratalla fight, honestly. I don't like his opponent. I think he lost to Shock and Shakur, right? So like he ain't really shit. I don't think he's any good. He got a draw to Shock. I think he sucks. He ain't. I think Raymond Muratalla should steamroll this dude, stop him, and I think we should get these bigger fights, man. Get Abdullah Mason here one more time before the year over with. You know what I'm saying? I think these guys are about to be moving up soon. You know, these dudes are big dudes like Roach and Raymond Muratalla. He was just calling out Shakur to catch weight. He was like, let me get that catch weight at 144. So I think their odds are set at 140, man. I think hopefully we get Mason versus Muratalla. And I think Shakur Stevenson should stay at 140, man. And, but I think I did hear Gary Anton Wessel was gonna fight Duarte. So I'm like, I don't know about that fight, man. That's an iffy fight to me. You know what I'm saying? So Shakur, he gotta make a move quick. You know, is he gonna get active? Because his move does matter. You know what I'm saying? As far as his division goes, I think whatever he does, I think he's gonna probably wait for the winner of this fight, the Roach and Zepeda fight. And but yeah, I think that move does matter. I got Raymond Muratalla. Who else fighting on that card, bro? Oh yeah, the Rolly Teo. I got Rolly, man. I've been saying I think Rolly gonna knock Teo the fuck out. I think Teo, heyday, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? That takeover shit, you know, it's over with. You know, I got Rolly, man, and Rolly did change. You know, a nigga was saying people can change. You know what I'm saying? So far as the Rolly stuff, I think he can win. And man, we getting a lot of these matchups that we don't really want. I'm hearing that Sam Noakes is gonna fight the dude. What's his name? Keyshawn Stop. The dude Baranchek, I think he gonna fight him. That's a fight. That's like we getting these matchups of these dudes losing to these stars, and we not getting a stars fight. You know what I'm saying? So that leads me to say the Devin Haney shit. I'm gonna end off with this. Keyshawn Davis, man, you gotta say something, man. We getting the stuff from Devin Haney. You know, I think he locked in. I think he wants to fight the Keyshawn fight. He's showing some fucking footage. You know, he's dropping gym shit. We ain't seeing nothing from Keyshawn. It's just like, you know, I don't think you really gotta say I want to fight. All you gotta do is just show I'm in the gym. You can just tell, like, you know what I'm saying. So I think Bill and them serious, man. I don't think Keyshawn was ready, man. I think the moment just hit him too quick, and then I think the Shakur stuff kind of like threw him in a trick bag. Like, oh shit, like we ain't think this nigga was really ain't gonna drop his belt for real, you know. So yeah, man, I think they put Keyshawn in a tough spot, and it backfired, you know. So I want the fight though, man. Hopefully we get it something quicker than the 48 hours though. But happy Friday. Salute Ness, man. Salute Ryan from the 6th, and I'm out, man. Salute.
Ryan, did you watch the purse bid live yesterday, or were you busy?
I didn't watch a lot. I saw bits and pieces. What'd you think about when Teo's team was like, I thought the envelope was supposed to be sealed?
No, I think
that's a legit argument.
Of course, and I think he served his purpose in the sense that he wanted to make a publicity splash. I won't call it a stunt because it cost him $200,000. You have to register.
It's a minimum. Right.
And you gotta put in. So, it got us talking about it. And he's involved somehow. It gets you to think the hypotheticals. Had he won, what would have happened?
Right.
Things like that. But
it looks like Devin Haney can probably do the same thing in his deal. Bid on other people's fights.
Let's see.
As we'll see. Yeah, for sure, man. But that's good that they got it's DHP is a part of it, the bid anyway. So for the promotion, I think the bid's still top ranked, but the promotion is still DHP. So yeah, so shout out to Devin Haney, man, making big moves for himself, and at least we know we got to fight as long as Keyshawn. Well, he has 2 days.
2 days, 48 hours.
Yeah, so we'll know for sure. But shout out to Gustavo for getting it all done, and 8.5, man. The boys know the market.
Footwork is key, $2. Roach Muratalla, money line. Shy Jid, $2. So we calling Key a duck emoji. He got 48 hours, bro. Why we rushing? I mean, it's probably 24 now, hopefully. Giza Channel, $5. Hernandez versus Veron got me excited on the Rolly undercard. Hernandez deserves a title fight. I think he been ready. Good morning, CBV and Carocanes. Yeah, man. I don't see how Veron deserves a title shot for beating some journeymen, but all right. I'm pretty sure I just checked his resume, and it was like Vladimir Hernandez and Raul Garcia.
Yeah, his work is at 54 for sure.
Yeah.
I think he drew with Jihad, but that was Jihad's last fight at 54.
How do you deserve a title shot for that stuff? Dudes are crazy, bro. Bias. Leonard Sterling, 2-pounder. Matchroom offered Jamal $7 million to fight Andre. He passed. I do remember that. But that's when it was a lot harder, bro. It was a lot harder. You know that. They had commitments to Showtime. Yeah, that's when they had Al had commitments to Showtime. Now everybody's playing ball. It's just a different world. Mods in the 450, $5. Lamont, quote unquote, draw Roach is the biggest draw in boxing. Face with tears of joy. Giza Channel, pound for pound, number 2 in the chat. Andre versus Plant. Too much to ask. I don't care about those fights, bro. Honestly speaking, I can't believe
not even undercards.
I can't believe y'all want them old fights.
Throw them on undercards, not main events.
And this is what I'm saying. That's why I keep using the word nostalgia. It's like Plant not even ranked, Andre not even ranked, but y'all want them to fight. So it means what exactly? Y'all just asking for nostalgia. Shit,
pretty
weird.
Much, yeah.
Shy Jid, $2. Ryan and Ben, same level, B fighters. Zepeda by KO. Yeah, I don't know. Ryan got me convinced he's on a whole nother level than Conor. He talking like he gonna starch Conor. Under 5 is what he said on the Air Hawani interview.
Yeah, under 5.
Under 5.
I think he said that at the presser too.
He said, "Bro, I'm gonna show he's not on my level." And I think Conor got him mad with the no sabo or whatever the fuck they call it, because that ain't my culture.
Oh, and he's speaking Spanish?
The whole speaking Spanish, Ariel and him touched on it, and man, he seemed quite frustrated for sure. Quite frustrated. But if you want to call in now, is the time. Discord available, X Spaces available. Kenzo, what up?
What up? What up? What up, Ryan? What up, Ness?
What up?
What up?
Yo,
What's
Ness,
good?
I'm watching YouTube last night. I see some bull going there, and that's the good. I'm like, who is Bull? You know what I'm talking about?
Huh?
The Bull manager, but I don't even want to say his name. You know what I'm talking about or no?
Bull manager.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Manager Marty. He did a whole little 12-minute video going at you yesterday on YouTube.
That dude's obsessed. That's not the first time.
No, yeah, but when I'm listening to it, he made no sense because he was like basically saying, "Oh, Devin Haney," because he's basically like mad that you said Keyshawn he didn't deserve a title shot. Like why has he done at 40 and 47? He's like, what has Devin Haney did at 40 to go straight into a title fight? He was undisputed at 35
and go straight into a championship fight. Like that's what I'm saying. He asked to come on my panel too, but he was like this serial Crawford on PD guy, and I'm like, bro, I don't want that.
Yeah, he kept saying that.
I don't want that energy on my panel, bro. I don't want that energy on my panel. You know what I'm saying?
He coming with lies.
Every time he DM me, he talking about, yo, did you watch this video I did on? I'm like, bro, cut it out. Like, stop DMing me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He definitely like. You could tell he was. If you get the chance, I know you probably ain't gonna watch, but he was like at the boxing voice. And I was like, bro, what is wrong?
I've told y'all already. I've never watched any of these weirdos diss track. Like this ain't rapping. These niggas is weird, man. Slap the shit out of one of these niggas, and that's the thing. They see me. They know how I talk. They know how I be. They will never do nothing. They will get slapped.
Now, my man Lamont, he definitely getting that this weekend. That's the 12th round. Like you said, that's them body shots. Them joints gonna head up. They're gonna catch him on. And I think even though Zepeda got more knockouts, I think Lamont is the way bigger puncher, in my opinion. Because I think he don't got one hit knockout power, but he got that power.
Bro,
like, oh shit,
Ricky, I let round one on, but round one don't have a vendetta against a fighter claiming that he's dirty with no proof. Like, you can't be calling Crawford dirty and there's no proof. It's too many conspiracy videos. Like, I don't do conspiracy videos, bro, with weird music and shit. That shit is for TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah, but what else?
Nigerian Nightmare, nobody, bro. That's why I hate when these dudes bring up these other dudes. Look, see, my audience don't know none of these weirdos' names, bro, because they not relevant. They like you trying to get relevant by talking about me while I'm relevant by talking about the sport. Like, bro, get your fucking, you know what I mean? Get your work on, get your hustle on. They want the fast route, diss tracks, because, you know, hate sells. And look, you found it.
Stimulus.
You know what I'm saying? They want the fast track. They don't want to put in the groundwork.
Oh, for real.
I just want to know who he managed.
Yeah, that's what he kept saying. He said, "Y'all learn all the business boxing from me." I'm like, "Hell no, I learned all my business."
Who he managed though? Do we got a fighter that we could Google right now?
I never heard of Bull in my life. He just popped. All I seen was at the boxing voice. And that shit good. I'm like, who the fuck is Bull?
Telling you, clout chasing. You gotta use my name for the algorithm. It's weird, bro. Shit like these niggas is weird, bro. I'm 50 years old, damn near. You doing diss tracks.
He about 50, 60 years old. He had a whole suit on. I'm like, oh, hey, what is wrong with you? But shit, damn, we ain't getting no love for my man Lamont and them today. I see no hands raised, no super chats, nothing. Hey, Nuz, why they fighting?
Rakeem, that's what I asked. That's a real question. Like, who's he a manager of? You know what I'm saying? Like, Fuck. Well, I'm promoter Gibbs, man. Fuck it. I'm promoter Gibbs. At least I'm promoting
Hey, at least you
shows.
got a show.
I got 20. I'm going on 20 shows under my belt. Like,
Hey,
man, come on, bro.
shout out to
This
Border
And you got
Wars.
we seen the Brian Norman Haney fight get made on the
shit
boxing
weird,
voice.
bro. I'm telling you, dudes just want clout, bro. Shit so corny. That's exactly why I told him, no, you can't come on here because you doing Terrence Crawford conspiracy videos. Like, bro, I'm not out here to ruin my relationship off a dude that's doing fake videos to get known. That shit weird.
Hey, Ness, why they fighting in a hotel though? Zepeda and Roach.
What you mean?
That's
It's
in
in a
Vegas.
hotel. It's not at an arena or nothing.
What you mean? That's a Vegas
Oh.
hotel.
But damn,
That's no different than Conor Ben fought at the Fountain Blue Hotel.
Fontainebleau,
Y'all be trying to hate on people and don't even do research. Who hasn't fought in a hotel? Like no. Devin's fight with Keyshawn is supposed to be at Michelob Arena. In what hotel is that? That's a fucking hotel too.
What, Keyshawn and Devin? I thought it was State Farm, Brooklyn, and
State Farm in Atlanta, Brooklyn Barclays Center, New York, and Michelob in Vegas.
Oh, I thought they were just trying to go to T-Mobile, and I heard Vegas. I ain't hear all that. I just heard Las Vegas.
Yeah, that dude said it the best. Vegas is different. People fight in hotels. The MGM Grand is a hotel.
Yeah, MGM.
That's where Floyd fought.
Yeah, I see it hold like 5,000 tickets or something like that.
No, MGM Grand holding like 18.
No, I'm talking about the one Lamont I'm fighting at.
Oh yeah, that's a decent number. That's like fighting at the Madison Square Garden.
And the little room?
Yeah. Hulu. Yeah.
More than the little room. The little room only like 44. They be trying to squeeze it now.
Oh,
I
is it?
heard.
Oh, shoot.
I heard they do like 48 now, but that shit always been when Sergio Martinez was fighting there and Lou DiBello was putting on shows. That shit was 4,400. And the MGM Harbor in DC, that shit is 2,800.
Dang. Yeah, cause I seen Lamont's fight in DC was like 3,100.
Yeah, bro, listen. I keep telling y'all on this show, it's hard as hell to sell tickets.
No, yeah, I'm starting to
it
notice
ain't
that
easy.
now. The more I'm
It's
looking-
hard as hell to sell tickets. These kids that can sell tickets, they need to be praised. That's why I said Keyshawn 10,000. That's whoa. Who else was it that just did like Leicester doing fucking 4 and 5 in San Bernardino or whatever?
Yeah.
I can't even believe that shit is real. Honestly, I can't. I'm like, whoa.
And I seen the arena Sebastian Fundora fight, and I looked it up. They said it hold 27,000. I'm like, why would they even put him in somewhere like that?
Tripping.
It ain't gonna do no.
Yeah, he going to
They
the
would
Dignity, right?
Yeah,
Can't
something
sell,
like
That shit
And then
gonna flop.
California, I said 27,000. I'm like, why would they even put? It's gonna look like the Diego Pacheco fight.
That should go have Curtis. Let me get to these other calls. That should go have Curtis all over the place.
Yeah, man.
Vega, what up?
Yeah.
Unless it's outdoor. You know, LA be doing a lot of outdoor shit.
Yeah, they're trying to bring that back.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
We do.
What up,
Excellent,
baby?
excellent. Yeah, man. Salute to the panel, man. Always appreciate to have Ryan from the 6th round.
Word.
Thank you for the topic.
What up, bro?
And you know, I always got to give a shout out to my little girls in the chat, man. Y'all keep me young. But yeah, in regards to the topic, let's start with this atrocious undercard. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Now the first fight, that's a great fight to open up a pay-per-view. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Utria going ahead, winning that WBC Grand Prix. I remember he had this really nice stoppage in the first round. He won it. Guys like that deserve to be progressed on, to take on other young up-and-coming talent and winning the fashion that he did. That's awesome, man. This is a very, very tough test. I definitely don't give much praise to Tito Mercado, but Israel Mercado, man, I've watched him since that draw he had that I thought that he was robbed against that young cat. He's good, man. He's good. And then I looked and I saw that he actually had a majority majority decision loss to some guy out there in Canada, man. I think he's the Wolf,
Arthur
Albert.
Pearson. Yeah.
That's probably a robbery. You know how they do over there in Canada. support to LaRon Richards. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, let's keep it moving, man. The other Victor Santillan versus Gary Antonio Russell for the interim WBA belt. You know,
Jeez.
belts matter, man. This is a big fight. There's a world title on the line. We see the Russell name. There's about 1,000 Santillans that fight. People can't even pronounce the right name right. They say Santillan. Man, this is a great fight, championship level. Roll out. Roll out. Yeah, this is the fights we talking about, baby. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. No, I never seen no goddamn Victor Santillan. No, never in my life. I had to look up his box rec. Saw he's been in Japan, I think, a couple times. Split decision loss, probably a robbery. What was really interesting was his last fight. He got to fight for the interim, but 2 or 3 fights before that, he hadn't even. Maybe he had like one fight at this weight, 122 pounds. He's lost at he's fought at featherweight. He's lost at bantamweight. Never a world champion at these other weight classes, from what I saw. I mean, I just didn't really care to look. But for some reason, he got the WBA super bantamweight interim title shot. Yeah, nah, man. World titles are awesome. I love having 15 per division. And 122, that's Naoya Inoue's weight class. So, yeah, I want to see the winner of this fight, Naoya Inoue. Said nobody ever. Let's move on. Yo-Yo versus Veron. Now, I don't know if Ryan remembers this, but actually, I was looking at some rankings and I think Veron and Ryan's brother were like top 2 or 3 for a regional belt. And I said, Ryan, like,
Yeah.
what's up, bro? Like, let's push this.
We
But Ryan,
looked at him.
Yeah, Ryan he already knew that he had some things. Veron already had things in the work. The tournaments and the pro box. That basically Veron already had his everything mapped out. So I get it. We still could have pushed it. You know what I'm saying? Just name association, even though no one knows how to say this name, like how to pronounce it. I heard Vernon. That's okay, man. It's all right. Listen, the guy. I think someone said it
as
earlier.
an Argentine, it has to be Veron.
Veron, yeah. You said Vernon earlier, so I'm just making fun of you, bro. It's not a big deal. We can move forward.
Did I? I thought someone else said Vernon.
I think maybe you mimicked them after they said it. It's not, like I said, it's not a big deal, man. We just killing time here.
I mean, we all know I'm a fucking serial last name butcherer. So
yeah, I know. Thank God there's
I
not
do that too all the
a
time.
Veron Santillan, because boy,
I'm not passing no spelling bees. We know that shit.
It's all right. We learn every day, bro. Veron's a tough guy, man. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The people he's faced, even if he's lost or not gotten the win, I think we shouldn't discredit someone like him. However, he's going up to 160 and allegedly fighting this demon, El Diablo, Yo-Yo. So if this guy's such a demon, like people say, then I expect domination every second that passes. If this guy makes the final bell and wins more than 3 rounds, we're going to strip Yo-Yo of that nickname Diablo, and it just should be a yo-yo, like a kid's toy. I don't want to hear about this guy so ducked. This guy he's the best. Louis the Cubas Jr. doesn't want him to face any of his guys. I don't want to hear none of that. Like you said, he sells no tickets. People have been, mixing him up with Yoenli Hernandez, right? I don't want to hear this guy's fucking name if he doesn't clearly dominate this guy who shouldn't be on his level. If he's such this amazing talent with the best trainer in the world, and no one's ever seen anything like yo, boots better duck. Nobody wants to move to 160 because the El Diablo, the demon, is there. If this guy doesn't fucking chew him up and spit him out, then I don't want to fucking hear none of that shit. I want to be wild. Like, bro, when he fought Camarón Davis, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yo, man, he's probably overrated. Because when I watched him, he just walking guys down behind a guard and just beating on smaller guys moving up in weight. Oh my God, we done it again. We right back to that. Moving guys up, looking to beat on them. Like, Ness, man, I'm surprised you haven't had this energy because you hate this shit. You hate it when guys get moved up, and I know you had a little bit of it. I don't know. Maybe you chilling. Maybe like you said, it's Friday. You want to have a certain grace about it. But PBC should be ashamed. Now I know this. The WBO has him in position. Allegedly, Yo-Yo's getting a fight in. What's his name? Bentley's getting a hometown fight of some sort or a fight in England. And the winners will meet as Yo-Yo will be named the mandatory. So you're keeping him busy. You're putting $10,000 in his pocket because, he probably has 17 managers and, probably 3 promoters and whatnot. So, yeah, I hope to see destruction because this card's weak. The main event's weak. Don't really care for it. It's one of the 15 belts. How Rolly got this belt's always hilarious. And it's just funny how this all works out. But the truth is the winner of that fight is going to be in position to get another big fight. Because welterweight, when I really thought about it, with Hitchens moving up and Keyshawn moving up, it's actually getting some motion. Shout out to Timboski. Him and I had a back and forth on one of the back
Tio moved up too, man. He counts.
Right. Tio's moving up. Yeah, right. So, yeah, it is actually heating up. So, salute to them, mixing it in. You had to get, at least I can give them credit for that. They're 2 of the more known names. Rollies has the big win over Ryan because he's so amazing, right? And Tio's had success in the past. And hopefully we'll see with Milton actually being number 1 in his corner, if that'll be a change, which I don't really think so because he's been around Milton his whole life. And Milton's been in his recent camps. If I'm not mistaken, he was at Times Square in the corner when his dad fell in the ring. So, yeah, last minute predictions. Man, I'm supporting Roach. So I'll just stand on it. I got Roach, majority decision. I think it is a 50-50 fight. And you can say it's because, you want to look at matchups, but it's also the element of the judges, this being a Golden Boy card. They're going to make sure it's a Mexican support card where people are cheering on all the misses he has, Zepeda that is. And we've seen it to where either it steers the judges that way, or they already have their judges already pre-marked, like, hey, I got to give this guy at least 6 rounds in this fight. Salute to the managers and the promoters taking me out for a big fat steak dinner and making sure I have service at night. When the lights get turned off. So, yeah, no, man, I think it's I'm tuned in. I love it. I think the card's great. I love that Charles Conwell versus Paul Kroll. I'm gonna go. Listen, man, we gonna make a lot of big swings today. All right, we're going for home runs, man. I'm gonna say Conwell late stoppage over Paul Kroll. I love watching Paul Kroll. I think he is a very skilled guy, but I think Conwell being the more filled out guy at 54, Conwell can be out. Kroll can be outworked. He looks too much for the right shot, in my opinion. And I think Conwell may be on a mission. He's hungry. It's been a while. I think pressure fighters don't have as much trouble with long layoffs because they want to, basically to get into the rhythm, they need to have that space closed in. Conwell's a former Olympian, and he likes to, he will bang it out and mix it in with some boxing. Yeah, I think I'll go late stoppage. What's the other fights on there? I'm sorry, the Comain, Muratalla, Conceição. I'm gonna give this matchup a little bit of I guess praise. Let's say praise, because at the end of the day, I remember people screaming and yelling like, Andy Cruz is a prospect. He only has 6 fights. And then you got Conceição, who's fought the who's at 130, finally moving up to 135. When the only time this guy really got really beat up is when Shakur Stevenson, one of the best fighters in the world who actually beat a guy clearly in the main event, missed weight by 2 pounds, refused to even try to lose more weight. And went ahead and beat him. Other than that, a draw with Navarrete where he got twice. 1-1 in Oshaki. It's funny because I thought Oshaki won the first and they gave it to Robson. And I thought Robson won the second and they gave it to Oshaki. However you want to put it, 2-0, 0-2, 1-1. He competed with Oshaki, and everyone thinks Oshaki deserves a big fight, such as with Shakur Stevenson or against Navarrete, a name popping up on pound for pound list. So this guy's obviously been competing at a high level since an amateur, medaling as a Olympian. But we're gonna just say he's a piece of shit when he fights Muratalla. When this is Muratalla's most accomplished guy he's ever faced, most tested guy. I'm sorry, because Well, yeah, because he's a former world champ, right? So yeah, he is the most accomplished guy. My apologies. Had 2 little tune-ups in Brazil. Take that for what you will. You could just say it's 2 camps trying to acclimate. But yeah, I'm gonna say Muratalla late stoppage after saying all that bullshit, right? Like I said, we swinging for home runs here. I think Muratalla. I worry about the IBF clause. However, he's all about business. I think he'll eat. He'll just drink water for 17 days to make the weight, and then he has Robert, who's very experienced. In this game, they told me that he hired a nutritionist for the Andy Cruz fight. As long as he keeps that intact, then yeah, we'll go ahead and late stoppage. There's another fight on here that I just can't recall. Curiel versus Randall. I love that fight. All right, another big swing. I'm gonna say Curiel late stoppage on Randall. Randall, I don't think has ever really been in too much trouble. Maybe Rohan had him the most trouble, and it wasn't really that bad compared to what we usually see as a fighter hurt. Randall's a huge welterweight, man. He might be maybe not the tallest, but size wise, the mass on his upper body, he's a big guy, man, and he's strong and he knows how to muck fights up. I think Curiel has the style and the physical strength to deal with that. And Randall's just been talking too much. I just feel like when you talk too much about other fighters instead of the guy you're supposed to face, I think it usually goes bad with you. So yeah, home runs.
Is this a big fish shot? Because he talked about hurting Earl in sparring, so now you don't like Quintin?
No, I don't give a shit about none of these guys like that. You know what it was? It was the Norman one.
No, because you said he's talking shit about fighters, so I didn't know if the shit he was talking about Earl was what pissed you off.
Nah, man, but that would have been a good narrative. You're right. Damn, Earl's still hot on these streets. Man, damn. I wish I had your mind on that one. That would have been cool. But yeah, I didn't even like the shit he was talking about Norman. He's like, oh yeah, Rohan, he can punch, but he's not really strong on the inside. And Norman, he's not strong on the inside or the outside. Like, what does that even mean? Like, how are you strong from the outside?
Crazy.
Like to me, he was just saying this game was weak, and I disagree with that. But yeah, man, I can't think of any other. Then you got, like I said, the random Mexican Americans on the undercard. I'm sure they'll get wins, even if either by bad stoppage, mismatched opponent, or a gift decision. Man, salute to them. But yeah, man, that's my call, bro. Let me get to work. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Shout out to Vega.
Shout out. Good hardcore call. Help is on the way.
Yep.
Mike in Omaha. What up?
Big Omaha.
All right. Trying you again.
Gotta connect, Mike.
Boxing voice.
What up?
Hey.
My bad. What Lester Gibbs? What's happening? Who we got there? Is that boy Ryan? You turn that 9 upside down and you don't get that motherfucking 6. What's happening with the squad, man? I really ain't got too much to say, man. I heard some bullshit on here that I gotta come and clean up. Kenzo, not bring no other people entertainment or what they talking about here to the fucking boxing voice, dog. We do not care, dog. What the fuck?
We really
Why
don't.
you bringing that over here? We do not give a fuck. That nigga is irrelevant, bro.
You got niggas Googling him now because of Kenzo.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that nigga? What? Nobody watched that nigga shit? Nobody. I see that shit and I go right past it. That's the Gibbs. You should have checked that nigga like, what? Talk boxing, nigga. That nigga don't talk boxing. He ain't no fucking manager. He ain't no fucking manager. Then the nigga came here talking about he fighting at a hotel. That's how you know these niggas don't go to boxing matches, Ness. What kind of shit is that, though, bro? All the arenas in Vegas had a fucking hotel beside T-Mobile,
Exactly.
bro. What the fuck is this nigga talking about, bro? You never watched Floyd? Money,
yo, and even the T-Mobile though, the T-Mobile's attached to something. Like I remember,
is it?
Me and Danny stood at a hotel where we could go through the inside. Like,
That's
obviously it's a bridge. It's a bridge, but you don't got to get wet or be in the elements.
Right.
Yeah, it's a fucking that's more of an arena though. But no, most of them is hotels, bro. All that shit. They just don't know the hotels be big as fuck out there. You don't really, you know what I'm saying? Most hotels ain't like that, but in Vegas and shit, it's a little different.
Hey, the fights is this weekend, Saturday, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
champ. Last minute predictions.
Hey, I'm not a big fan of these guys. I ain't gonna cap. But by the looks of it, it'd be smart to bet on the draw just cause this nigga he goes in the draw. So I mean, you might lose, but you might as well put something on that motherfucker. The odds gonna be crazy. At least put 20 on there. Shit, I don't
He's
know, bro.
right.
I just feel like
It's
Yeah, he
attached
is
to the
right, though.
MGM. It's attached to the MGM, but it's not the regular
Oh.
MGM. It's like MGM Park Place or Park something.
Parks.
Because they got that
It's not the
beautiful little
Grand.
lounge out there. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's, all of them shits, that's what I told Kenzo. I'm like, bro, they all part of a hotel in one way or another.
all of them, bro. All of them, bro.
They,
all of them. They
the
don't seem
hotels
like
literally make those shits to attract the people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
What's
yo,
the one that Mike
now
Tyson
Floyd
fought
fighting
at?
at the MGM. Because the
Oh, man,
MGM,
legit.
the MGM that Floyd used to fight, that one is inside the hotel. That's with the Lion.
Yeah.
So it's like, you want to stay at that hotel. So now Floyd fighting at them fucking hotels out the wazoo. You can't afford it. I used to stay across the street. I used to stay at the
that's why they
Hooters.
the best,
It ain't even a Hooters
That's why
no
they
more.
The best.
He said at the
Hey, bro,
Hooters.
I said at the MGM when Bud fought that nigga Horn, bro. You see, when you stay at the hotel where the fight is at, you see everybody, bro.
Fuck that. You pay like you a fighter. I stood across the street, came right over every day to work. Easy.
But this one Bud wasn't as hot though. He wasn't as hot. This when he fought Horn though, so it was still busy. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like when he fought Canelo. But you see everybody though, bro. I mean,
Of
when I say
course,
everybody,
fighter
you see
hotel, everybody gonna be there.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Kenzo, step your game up, nigga. Up here always talking that shit, man. Hey, no, I got
That's
roast though.
That's because he a Boots fan, so Boots ain't make it to Vegas yet.
He fighting them bars. You fighting
You
them
hating?
dungeons.
He just was in Barclays selling out.
He was in the Barclays, bro.
No, hold on, Ryan. I'm following that lead, bro.
I don't even think Terrence fought in the Barclays.
Hey,
no, we
that's
fought
a
in
fact.
the MG. We fought in the Madison Square Garden, baby. Big room too. Big room. There's stuff left with us, bro. Big room. And fuck all that. We fought at Legion. We fought at the Legion,
Yeah, he did.
bro. At the Legion, bro. You know who else fought there? WWE. You know what I'm saying? WWE, the Raiders, Super Bowls, shit like that, bro. Don't even put us. No, we ain't even talking Terrence Crawford is talking about where you fight. They talking about us. We might fight in the stadium next again. Talking about outdoor type shit though. You know what I'm saying? Don't let us do no shit like that next again. We shutting it down. That's like some Thriller in Manila. That's some Ali type shit, bro. Floyd Mayweather never did that. That's one thing I like Floyd too. I gotta get on Floyd's neck, man. Floyd never went across them waters, bro. Floyd never went across them waters, bro. He always
ain't
fought
have
in
to though.
Vegas. But if you a fighter, you going everywhere. Look at Dev. Look at Dev. He fight everywhere. East Coast, West Coast, overseas, Vegas, California, New York. It don't matter. Now you talking about Atlanta. Hey, real talk though, Ness. If that Keyshawn and
I might go to that. If they go to Atlanta, I might go to that.
Yeah,
I'm driving up too.
Yeah, that's not too far. Yeah.
I'm driving up for that.
Fire. I was thinking that same thing, but the only thing I hope they give us enough.
But I don't know.
I
I probably do something like you know. I don't know. Yeah, like out there though. Find like a I don't know.
Though.
See what I do. See what I do.
Fire. That'd be fire, Ness.
Yeah, I mean the last time I've been to Atlanta was for the Tank fight. I mean not the last time, but like
your fight.
That was a big fight. Yeah, we had one in Atlanta too, but I'm saying for like a boxing match, it was the Tank fight with Barrios. That shit was right. I really was feeling the city. And Atlanta know how to make some chicken and waffles. I ain't gonna fucking front. Always.
The hospitality just lovely down
always,
there.
I always go to College Park. They got this I don't even know the name. I just know my GPS already know. And
is the breakfast spot? The breakfast spot?
Yes. Yes.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name.
It's in College Park. That
long,
shit.
huh? The line be long?
Hell, man, everything out there be long. You know them shits be parties. It be like brunches.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about because we was gonna go there, but the line was too long. We didn't go. We didn't go.
Bro, I used to go to this brunch spot in Vegas that Bud was cool with, but they was gonna have him there for the fight, but then Bud wanted $250K. And they couldn't afford it.
Should have gave him $1 million.
Couldn't afford it.
Gave my nigga
No, honestly, I thought that was pretty cheap for like a nondescript lounge, because you know I used to know the road manager of Fat Joe, and at one point my man was only getting like $20K for a walkthrough. Like, you know, you want him to come
But
through
in
the
Vegas,
club.
though, but in Vegas, people go to Vegas just for that. They probably can get anybody in there for cheap, though. You know what I'm saying? Vegas,
Yeah, but
that's what
that's
they
so off
do.
the strip though. So that's probably why he
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
I mean, who knows if it was Crawford that charged and not one of his road managers? You feel me? But
Mm-hmm.
it's off the strip. That lounge is off strip. I ain't like nothing on the strip. I'd rather be off the strip.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. Before I get out of here, I gotta touch on one more thing. Y'all already was talking about it, but the shit disturbed me like a motherfucker. I ain't
What?
gonna cap. All right, they canceled my man Jamel Charlo fight, but why this nigga get online with Demetrius? And this nigga don't. I mean, he look drunk, but he look like he on some other shit too, bro. That nigga don't look good at all, bro. I thought he was
Exactly.
doing better.
But you got
I thought
dudes
he
out
was
here
doing
talking about, oh,
better.
you don't want that fight, and that's like, no.
No, he
Want to
don't look
see that
healthy at
shit?
all, bro. He don't look healthy, bro. I promise. His eyes, just look at his eye. He don't look healthy, bro. It's something like,
Yeah,
why
look
he look
tired.
like that, bro? He don't look. In that interview where he did with Andre Berto or Andre Ward, he was looking decent,
Yeah.
I would say. But in that shit with Andre the other day, he looked like he on some other shit, bro. Like I don't know if it's cocaine. It ain't liquor. It's some more shit to that shit, bro. That shit don't look right to me, bro. He look bad, bro. He look bad.
I'm with you.
I just hope.
Why you think
Hopefully
I
he can
always
figure
say
that shit out.
rehab? I always say rehab. He look like he going too hard.
Yeah, it looks like some other shit. That don't look like liquor. Adrian Bronner look like liquor. That looks like liquor. I can see the liquor in that. But the Charlo, that's some other shit, bro. That's some different shit. I don't know if it could be stress too, because I don't really know what niggas look like when they stressed and depressed too. So it could be that too. But that look like some other shit, bro. And I hope he figure that shit out, man, because that don't look right at all, bro. That do not look right. But shout out to the motherfucking boxing boy, and shout out to that boy Nesta Gibbs. What they say? First name great, last name Ness. And shout out to that boy Ryan. What? You turn that 9 upside down and you'll get that motherfucking 6. And they just got the claw back. And Drake shit still spinning, Ryan. I still got Drake shit in fucking rotation, man. And y'all keep
Hey,
doing your
that Tory
motherfucking
Lanez
thing.
just dropped, bro.
TBV. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
Shout out to
that new Rod
Tory.
Wave about to
Is
drop
it
in a
good?
couple
Cause
days.
man, he been dropping way
Bro,
too
it's
much from
hot,
in there.
Ness. You gotta listen to it, bro.
Cause I done fell
Tory's
off of
hot.
Tory. He been dropping so much shit since he been in jail. I'm like, damn, he trying to make money, but this shit ain't hitting.
That
It
was
sound
so
like
Rick Ross, bro.
Huh?
Hey.
That was so Rick Ross, bro.
What you mean it was
Hey,
so
I'm
Rick
about to get up
Ross?
out of Hey, let me get
Like
up out of
Rick
here.
Ross
Shout
and
out to
him
the
dropped the
boxing boys,
same
y'all.
week.
Help is on the way.
Yeah, they
So you
dropped the
saying
same
it's
week, I
good?
think. And he out so Rick Ross, man. Oh yeah. You know what? It's a lot of Toronto in it though. A lot of Toronto slang and stuff like that. So it may not hit the same. But shit, it's for the city. Shout out to Tory, man.
How much more time he got? God damn.
Man, I don't know, man. They trying to hold him down. It's crazy. Send him back home, yo. Deport him.
Did they
Charles,
sentence
deport
him
him.
or did they sentence him or he's still fighting the
He
shit?
got 10. I think
Oh,
he got 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that shit ain't federal. He probably I mean, it is a violent crime because there's a gun charge and a shooting. So he probably got to do 85%.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks, bro.
California, they don't play with that.
Tommy Tom.
What up, Ness? You got me?
Yeah.
Shout out TVP. Shout out Ryan.
What up? What
Yes,
up?
sir. So let's see. Yeah, just to go on some shit. So when Buddy got on here talking about somebody was talking about you, and I was really thinking about this the other day, Ness. You were saying something on the show, and I just reflected on when I first started listening to you, right? So, I was driving the truck, whatever, just trying to find something else to listen to other than fucking music all damn day. So your shit came up a few times, but I'm not into these boxing, channels that just got like one guy talking his opinion, what he thinks, what he says goes, and blah, blah, blah. So yours came up live a couple times. I clicked on it and I only catch you talking. So I'll probably listen to you talk for like 30 seconds to a minute, then click off, right? So probably like the third or fourth time you was talking, and I gave you that 30, 30 seconds to a minute thing again. But then I heard you say, all right, if you like to call in, the number is, that's when you got the landline, and you was like, I said, what the fuck? He let people call in? So when I started listening, people calling in, giving their opinions. I remember they used to have a minute. Then from the minute, you went to 3 minutes. And then you started getting that's when I think Mario was on with you and shit. So I just say all that to say, like, this channel was unique, and that's what got me hooked to TBV. You feel me? All that other shit, all them other people, just one man band in front of a camera, talking shit or praising who he like and talking shit about who he don't like and not. I'm not into that. But hearing all the different people call in, you had a different panelists, everything like that, that was unique to me, and that's what gravitated me to listen to and stick with TBV. So shout out to you.
Appreciate you, champ. Glad you found us.
Yes, sir. And to the topic, yeah, shout out the guy like 2 calls ago. He gave a good breakdown of Conceição. I never could pronounce his last name, but he was like, yeah, which is true. He went one and however you want to paint the picture. It was a competitive fight, 2 competitive fights with Shock. I think Shock has grown since those, but either way, there was 2 competitive fights with Shock, a competitive fight with Navarrete. You got whooped by Shakur, and so you're not a bad fighter. You're not a bad fighter at all. Like it's champions out here that's fighting way less talented people than you. So I say that to say, I respect this opponent, Conceição. Then he's coming off of fighting, Cruz, who was a tough outing, so that's gonna be a good, that's a good opponent. Lamont, Roach, and Zepeda. Lamont just gotta do more, bro. Like Lamont is a strict counter puncher from the fights I've seen, and it's just he don't go for the win. When he was fighting Pitbull, he had to fight back based upon Pitbull's style, but he didn't really go for it like he needs to, because you gotta understand he got the buzz off of getting a draw with Tank, but keep in mind his last 3 fights, bro, he been the B-side fighter. Twice on PBC, now here on Golden Boy. He's about to be the B-side fighter.
He the A-side on Golden Boy. You know that.
Well, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. It's a Golden Boy card. He's fighting a Golden Boy fighter. So we know the person who's putting on the show wants the Golden Boy fighter to win. That's what I mean. So, he came up underneath TVG, Tom Brown. Tom Brown was on the stage, giving this little speech or whatever. But it's probably a co-promoted thing, but it don't feel that way to me. It feels like it's a real deal Golden Boy card.
Starting to break up, Tommy.
So, and yeah, I'm on this road. That's how it goes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So, and I'm just saying, this is just my opinion. He needs to go for the win instead of just trying to, I don't know, bro, like squeak out the rounds or something. You got to go for it. So, I'm really going to put the money on the draw.
That's exactly why I said Zepeda can win a majority decision. He could outwork Roach. He could outwork him.
Yeah, he definitely can outwork him, and
but let me get to these other callers, champ.
Yes, sir. Shout out to TVV.
Price, what up?
You got me?
Yep.
Shout out to the panel. How y'all doing?
Chilling.
What up? What up?
What's up?
Lay up.
Man, let's see, man. I just want to speak on what dude was just talking about with the panel shit. I feel him with the one man band shit, and how they be, one sided and shit. But I can't stand when I jump on a motherfucking channel and they got the fucking whole Brady Bunch fucking
Yeah,
lineup
the
on
boxes. I be telling
every
Johnny to don't do that shit. I tell him that shit look
man. Yeah,
disgusting.
you know what? Yeah, Johnny. Johnny, you my guy. Fuck with you, but I can't
Shit
do
look
that shit
crazy.
because
You
it's like,
but you
yeah, it got
goddamn, you nice with it. That was a beautiful analogy. The Brady
Brady
Bunch,
Bunch.
stupid ass
The
fucking
Brady
TikTok.
Bunch shit.
What is it?
Hollywood
Tic Tac
Squares.
toe boxes and shit.
Yeah, Hollywood Square shit.
Man.
Yeah. So yeah, that shit, like you said, just the look of that shit look ugly, and then
Yeah, it's like
motherfuckers
how I'm gonna
talking over
watch
it.
that shit. That's some shit you gotta
Yeah,
throw in your pocket. Not Johnny only. I'm just saying, like when it's 20 fucking
right.
boxes.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The look of it just ugly. But yes, Johnny, I fuck with you. You know that.
Yeah,
But
you
damn, that
know
shit.
that.
And then that nigga be having
Bro,
so many
I've
boxing
told him
nerds
that
up
shit
there,
numerous
man.
times. Like,
Fuck.
bro, like off air, like, bro, don't be having all them boxes. It looks crazy.
Yeah, the aesthetics of it is fucking, yeah, that shit is not appealing. But and then it'd be hella, and not just Johnny though, it'd be a lot of motherfuckers like there's no
Like,
rotation.
look, round
It's
one got
it's
mad
a
at
app.
me the last interview I did because I only wanted 3 of us. Like me, whoever, and the guest. Like, yo, that 4
Yeah,
fucking
that
box
shit got
shit, this shit
that
looks
shit gotta
stupid.
look it gotta look neat. You feel me? That shit too
Mhm.
fucking messy, too much shit going on, and then too many people talking over it. The way that you got it, Ness, I'm nigga coldest shit ever. Like, man, I ain't even gonna lie. The rotation you got
And I'm
going, the
putting them
color,
all on. I've given all of them the sauce. Like, yo, this what I'm using. Switch your shit. I'm like, I don't just shit on niggas. I'm putting get free game. Cause motherfuckers was
That's a
yeah,
fact.
charging me. They
That's a
used to
fact.
try to charge me like I'm a dum dum.
right. I mean, nah, that ain't. Hey, the game costs though at the same time, so I ain't mad at that either. But anyway, but yeah, man, that shit, and they trying to figure out their own lane. They just don't want to bite everything. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at it. But yeah, some shit you gotta experiment, see what your feedback is. But it's a lot of niggas to be up all fucking night and just on here all day. These niggas just want to be seen, just like motherfuckers want to be seen in the chat. They want their words seen type shit. These motherfuckers will type anything. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so yeah, Ness, you got the coldest shit. You've been in it for a while. Like dude said, you started with this, you went to this. So you and everybody who helped create the channel with the ideas and shit, man, shout out to you niggas. That's why I stay over here. When you ain't on, cause you be slipping on your two-a-days. You feel me, nigga? You be in the gym two-a-days and shit. You don't be online two-a-days like that. But
Yeah,
shit,
man. Gotta prioritize the
but
gym.
I ain't mad at you. You getting old, nigga. You an old nigga now, so you got to take naps and shit.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit. But anyway, yeah, you got the sauce, bro. Cold as shit, man. So shout out to you for that and everybody who participated in that to build you up. Can't forget about that shit. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. Nah, it's a community, bro. Hella people
Right.
in
But
here
yeah,
have given their input.
man, and dude, that was what dude highlighted. Everybody able to speak on it. You ain't just hearing one sided. Man, that should be. I can only hear that. I can only hear a nigga short, and then I'm out of there. I can't hear a whole fucking unless it's Tone. Tone mix it up. Even though Tone be coming with bullshit. Tone be coming
Yo, you
with
heard Ron
bullshit, but
Ultra? Ron Ultra said
nah.
Price is the podcast master. He never talks boxing. It's true. You always critiquing callers,
Shout out to
hosts.
Price.
Now he
Hey,
critiquing aesthetics.
on,
This motherfucker
on
won't
that.
talk boxing for shit.
Hey, on a motherfucking head. Why? Hey, Ron Ultra won't even jump on this bitch and voice his shit though. Nigga gonna type though all day. That nigga 70 words per minute ass nigga. You feel me? With thumbs. But anyway, hey, look, right? That nigga cold out there. Nigga got carpal tunnel in his wrists and shit. Nigga, like, that nigga is
You
that
terrible,
nigga. You know
man.
what he like better than boxing? Ron Ultra be on this motherfucker thumb wrestling and shit. That nigga's a cold thumb wrestler, nigga,
Hey,
on
yo.
everything.
Yo, you know you an old head. He said Brady Bunch and thumb wrestling in the same
Hey,
call.
hey, that nigga, hey, he be bringing his thumbs out with their own gear and shit. Like, hey, that nigga, he paints his nails, nigga. That nigga, that's the walkout.
Yo,
That nigga,
Price the
yeah,
complainer, they said. That's hilarious.
Uh-oh.
nah, it ain't just complaining. It's me. I give praise too, but niggas miss that. They just look for the shit talking for the negative. But it's how you see it. They perception is off. But anyway. Ness, I'm still stuck, man. Oh, I did want to say this before I forget. Vega, I'm on your head, boy. That nigga Vega, man, right? And I fuck with him, but I still got to point this out. Aside from TBV, this nigga don't watch nothing but murder mysteries and robbery, and that nigga got hella crime vlogs and shit. Did you hear every time he talked about a boxer, nigga was like robbery? That was a ride. Check this. And he went down to Tokyo, and he had a lot, so I'm sure that there was a robbery there. That nigga's in the crime investigation and shit. But anyway, look, I'm still stuck from yesterday, Ness. What the fuck is going, man?
With
I'm
what?
trying to make it. I'm one of them niggas. Like I'm trying to make this shit make sense. Why would he pass up the deal? Why would he still be waiting and waiting the shit out? I mean, aside from him not wanting to fight, why would he take short money? What are we missing? I'm trying to get an expert.
I
Who been
mean,
in
bruh,
this motherfucking
only
grip.
thing I
What's
could
the advantage to that?
only thing I could assume is that he thought someone was gonna pop out like Tio had Triller. That's it.
But listen, he jumped on. He did a whole live, which I couldn't even watch.
Yeah, that's why.
The whole shit.
That's what gives me that inclination, because he
Look,
was like, I don't need to talk to you. I know who I'm talking to. I know who the people is putting up the money. So he was. He
Right.
said, and he even went as far as saying, I know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
I was gonna say
So
that.
whatever he was expecting, whatever he was told, it ain't come true.
Yeah,
It ain't come true.
But now, how that make you look? But you gotta say something about that. You such a Twitter ass nigga. Fucking,
Yeah, but think about it, bro. Boxing public stupid as hell. He know them motherfuckers ain't gonna piece that together. It's gonna be like 20 of us that piece it together. And our voices won't be loud enough.
That's the problem, though. Niggas are still looking at him like he dumb. Even the niggas who used to be his fans after this shit. Niggas, everybody's saying that was dumb as fuck for the majority. It's some retards in the chat that still like, I mean, you know what? I can't fault him if he knows his worth. Them weird ass niggas, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, you calling it all those things, but you know, you could be positive and call it he took a gamble. You know, people talk about bet on yourself. He was betting on himself.
Okay, but with that, listen, it ain't just him, no, Ness. It's his team. How do fucking 12 of you niggas sit there and come up with that, and you niggas take that L? And you have to have some insight. Nigga, where is the fucking research marketing? Nigga, like, like, I don't get it, man. Like, what the fuck was told to you? And if it wasn't, how you jumping out and you tweeting and doing lives about all this fake ass shit? But you can't jump on here and say, hey, man, listen, y'all think it's me. Nah, motherfuckers didn't do what they said they was going to do. I'm fucked up, and now I got to really think about this shit. No, nigga gonna send out subliminals and shit. God gonna, it's in God's hands in August and shit. So he talking about the decision that he gonna make. Like, I don't get this shit, man.
In August ain't even a date. The date is
That's
December.
The decision is August, though. The decision.
Well, tomorrow,
So that's
right?
how I took it. See, I'm a nigga who reads into shit like that.
No, you're right.
All these other, you know what I'm saying? But that still don't make no damn sense. So I'm somebody, I gotta have logic with the shit, and I, you know, all night I've been trying to figure this shit out all day. Yesterday, I'm trying to look at other people's shit because you only on here once. So I'm like, who else talking about?
I mean, I can't come on here twice and talk about the same shit. We already hit that topic 3 days in a row.
Right, I was gonna say, nah, you know, I'm just shooting lugs real quick. I gotta give it to everybody. But yeah, yeah, man, I don't understand, and that shit just don't make sense. And I wanted you. I mean, you said it basically. You was like, man, he must have just had to hear somebody's told him something.
Yeah,
but
I
like
mean, no different than Tio.
Make sense.
I keep pointing to Tio.
But listen, Tio did this shit for stunning, man. Come on.
No, not that situation. The Triller situation with
Cambosis fight.
True, but guess what? That shit was the shit happened and then it fell through.
Yeah, but but listen, that still helped because it drove the number up. So the second number was higher than typical. It was Eddie's second number.
Yeah, Eddie. Yep,
the second bid, the second highest bid, it fell to him. So yeah, he didn't get the 6, but he got like 3 some change.
Yeah, but Ness, how could you say that it drove it up when they don't know what other niggas is bidding? Ain't this a blind bid?
Yeah.
So
But what do you mean? No, chill, champ. We got to see the numbers because the bid was over. Silly. We got to see Trillers. We got to see Matchroom. We got to see Top Rank. So once Triller defaulted, they lose their deposit. So Tio got that money. And then they go to the secondary bidder, which is Matchroom, who also had a deposit. And now because their deposit is there and they the secondary, they got to step up or lose their deposit. Because you bid on it. You get it? I mean, I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I hear the deposit part. I got that, but I don't see how that would make a nigga drive up the number because somebody else bid it and
What
fell
you
out.
mean?
But anyway,
No, because Tio was putting it out there. See, Keyshawn didn't. Tio was basically letting the world know somebody's coming. Somebody's coming. Then sure enough, Kavanaugh or whoever Kavanaugh sent was there. So now Eddie got to, before he seal his bid, he got to go hard because he see Triller who got a bag of money.
Okay, now
remember
I
when
hear
you
that.
go there, you in person. Like Gardy was there for Top Rank, old boy was there for Tio, and if anybody else would have been there, they'd have been there for whoever. But you there, so you see who's there. So right away you gonna call your boss like, yo, fuck, man, Triller's here.
Yeah, now I hear that, but
all right, Price,
anyway,
we gotta move on. You playing games.
Hold on, real quick, because
I mean, like, what the fuck is you making this shit so hard for?
Bruh, I'm not making it hard. I still don't see the connection what you said verbatim. But anyway, I want to say this, but like you said, right? Or somebody said this shit yesterday. It don't make no sense for anybody else to bid on it because it's only for that fight and they ain't got no connection, so they're not gonna bid high.
Yeah.
It's like he when he said, like, he knows what he was offered, so you got to really know that. Okay, I know what's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna be more than that or better than that. And then you taking your time, and then you not coming out saying shit, you or your brother. Like, this shit is like, you niggas is weird. Where's niggas say what happened or something? Nigga, I don't get it. But anyway, you know, that me looking too deep into it because these niggas do dumb shit. Just like, you know, sometimes you got to give niggas grace. Like, you know, I be understanding it. Like, when I think about the chat niggas, right? I be like, man, them niggas probably was dropped on their head when they was little or something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really their fault. Them niggas is like that. They succumb to their circumstances, their environment. You know, I can't be mad at that shit. I gotta let shit go and not be, you know, let it anger me or trip me out and confuse me, man. The motherfuckers just weird, man. And that's just what it is. But anyway, I'm going, man. Shout out 6. All right, Ness.
All right.
Salute Price. Yeah, man. Anybody could have bid, you know. Anybody could have made a splash.
Anybody
Even if they
registered.
don't. Yeah, that's true. You got to put that 200K down first.
Get that money. Al in the Bay. What do you got to say?
Would have been cool to see like Jake Paul slide through there.
Hey, here we go.
What up? What up,
I know
Al?
y'all boxing this, but what do you think about Caressa Shields coming down to like 160? You know, from heavyweight. You think that's gonna boost the women who's down at that level to jump up the fighter? What do you think?
Of course. I mean, I would hope she's their biggest payday. They better get motivated.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, even though she's coming down, you know, it's kind of weird. It's like, okay, well, you know, she's dropping about 30 pounds to get down to this weight.
Yeah, but women could lose hella weight, bro. Hella weight. They just,
yeah,
you know.
but, you know, when she was a heavyweight, she had power.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, but she's doing it to stay relevant and to have fights.
Yeah.
No, I get it. You know, I wish some of these women now have the I would say the balls, but women don't have balls, but have the guts to jump up, you know, and fight her. Man, it seemed like Serrano, she's not gonna jump up to fight her. She's pretty much done.
Bro,
Yeah.
Serrano jump up the fighter. That's hilarious.
Baumgartner,
For
man, she
what?
could jump up, 10, 20 pounds, and they could meet at what 145? One was it 145 women? Or something like
I don't
that.
know, bro. Baumgartner
That
not
ain't
moving
gonna
up
happen
either.
now. That ain't happening
You
now.
know?
You about to end up on the Hatrix for telling
that's who
Baumgartner
needs
to move up.
That's who needs to move up. Baumgartner needs to move up. She want the big payday. She gonna have to move up. She can't stay at 130 forever. She want that big bag. She want to move up. She's another Tank. She's the women version of Tank.
What?
To me. Yeah, she's the women version of Tank. She want these big fights, but she's not willing to go and to get the big fight. She's not willing to go get the big fight. How many times Serrano jumped up to go fight Katie Taylor? Serrano wanted the big fight. She moved up to go get that fight. AB, she's kind of like, oh, I want the big fight, but I want them to come down here my way. It's just like, but she's about to miss both of those fights, the Serrano and the Katie Taylor fight, because she's not willing to go anywhere. Then the only one she got left is what? Well, she got a couple of fights in that area. A couple of 135 fights I seen. Women who got good records. 140, definitely 140. I guess her nemesis is at what 140. I don't think that's her nemesis, but that's what people say. But yeah, man. But
I'll
do
get the
you
rapping in.
do you think she can win by? Do you think Caressa can win by knockout, dropping 30 pounds?
I doubt it, bro. I mean, she only got 3 knockouts.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like when she moved up, she got the power, and then when she was down in weight, the first time she didn't have
I think
much.
it's more about speed than power. She moved up a lighter heavyweight than the natural, slow, unathletic heavyweight. She was already more elite than everyone, so her speed overwhelmed them. But I could be wrong.
But she got knockdowns too when she got the heavyweight.
Yeah, no, man. She got a stoppage too, I think. She knocked down Perkins and stopped Daniels, I believe.
So I think that's more of the power than the speed because she's knocking them down.
Yeah, but it's the shots you don't see is what they say, right? So that speed. But that's just my opinion. You could be right still.
Yeah. I hope Katie Taylor don't retire. I hope once Caressa Shields win this fight, Katie Taylor will be like, let me go get the GWOAT before I retire. I think that would be a perfect fight for her to retire on. That's a bigger bag. I don't want to see her to fight Serrano anymore. She beat up Serrano too many times. I think that's a big bag she can go get before she retire. But yeah, that's what I had to call.
All right, let me get to these other calls. Oh man, you done let Khaled drop off. Let me get to Alex. Alex, what up?
What's up, Ness? Can you hear me?
You know it.
All right.
What
Wanted to
up?
touch on this weekend's fights. What's up, Ryan? First with Muratalla, I think he should have his way. Just concerning on with it. I thought he would have moved up after beating Cruz. And I think with the rehydration clause, it'll be tough for him. So I think I'm going to take him by decision. But I think he should have his way. With Zepeda and Roach, I know you put a lot on the 24 rounds with Tevin Farmer, but before that, in the first record, he made easy work of Maxie Hughes, I think in 2 or 3 rounds, easy work of Giovanni Cabrera. So I think just styles makes fights, and I think Roach is going to be there to trade, and it just depends on who has a better job of going to the body and so the other person down first. So it's a 50-50 fight. I'm looking forward to it, but I think I'm going to lean with Zepeda by decision. So That's what I had. One question I did have for you, Ness. I heard you say it. It kind of, I wanted to ask because it kind of threw me off. So you're saying with the deposit of 200K that Tio made, that he lost that money? Like, it seems crazy that he would make that kind of promotional stunt and
I
lose
mean,
200K for making a bid.
I doubt you're gonna get that money back.
Right, even if they didn't win the
I
bid.
could
That,
text
yeah,
and ask the president, but I don't know that that's worth wasting a text. You feel me?
yeah.
He usually
I hear
responds,
you.
and it's like that's not a big deal to us.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It's just when I heard you say that, I was like 200K for it. I know Tio's kind of a troll, but I mean that's a lot of money. But anyways, I just wanted to come in and talk about this weekend's fight. Appreciate the time, Ness.
For sure, man. Appreciate you calling in, bro. You've been calling in with these good hardcore takes, man. Actually speaking boxing.
Hell yeah.
Good to have that. Khaled, what
Yeah,
up?
man. Khaled.
Yo, Ness, yo, man, y'all hear me?
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, Black God, shout out to you, Ness, Black God. All right, cool. Look, here we go. I was watching. I had rewatched Roach versus Alvarado last night, and but this was when Roach was 26. He was at 130. Roach can do some things in that ring, bro. He got quick hands and things like that. But that was at like a lighter weight, so he didn't necessarily have the punching power probably that he does now at 35. But he was a little more active. He was a little more agile. He was a little younger too. So you know what I'm saying? 35 is probably his just best weight. 40 might be a little too heavy. 30 might not, be strong enough. 35, is probably his best weight. But he was doing like a lot of stuff in that ring, bro. He got a good jab. He was countering well. He got good, Roger got very underrated defense. You know what I'm saying? He is a good inside fighter, but he can box off that back foot, give you angles, turn and like hit you with shots. That was a good fight to rewatch, like him and that Alvarado fight when like he was on Golden Boy and all that. You know what I'm saying? That was a good little scrap. So he was countering well with that left hook. You know what I'm saying? That's a good shot, good punch that he has, even on the southpaw, man. He got a good check left hook, you know what I'm saying? Solid right hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and lean towards Roach, but same thing that like everybody else been echoing. He just gotta pick up the pace, don't get outworked, and just kinda gotta push it over the finish line. You know what I'm saying? He's doing enough to win, but it's not like enough, you know. It just has to be more, you know what I'm saying? You just kinda gotta
Yeah.
dominate a little more. And it's yeah. And then like William Zepeda is not an easy guy to dominate if he can be dominated. Like he could be beat, but not necessarily dominated. Like Shakur Stevenson didn't dominate William Zepeda. That was a good scrap. He just won. So it's like, you're gonna have to really go to some different places physically, mentally, skill wise to kind of do that. But I'm looking forward to a whole card. I'm looking forward to. All right, real quick, shout out my man Hamza. Got a fighter on the card. We ain't
Yeah.
say that enough. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
Ness said
right.
it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I just want to bring it back up. My man Aaron Coley. Ham's a real trainer. Like when he be on here, like he not just talking to be talking. He really be in the mix with real fighters on like real cards and all that. So man, shout out my man Hamza. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? He out there right now. I chopped it up with him yesterday. But yeah, man, whole card is pretty good. Looking forward to it. I'm a be at a wedding. You know what I'm saying? Sneaking off, looking at the card and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's how much of a hardcore I am. You know what I'm saying? What's good? Yo, man, congratulations. All right, I'm on the fight. Yo, so yeah, yeah, so and then yeah, so overall looking forward to it. Charles Conwell coming back. I think that Raymond fight is gonna be tough. I think the Curiel fight is gonna be a decent fight, long as what's my man name? Quintin Randall like just don't look to muck it up because I like Curiel style, but sometimes Randall can like muck up a fight and all that. So hopefully that's not a dud. As far as the undercard of the TO joint, I felt what my man was saying. I forgot my man that always had a good cause.
That
What's
Vega.
what's my man that been on Border Wars? Yeah, Vega. Yeah. So Vega was making some good points about the card. You know what I'm saying? And I understand his point about Yo-Yo and all that. I just think that overall, like outside of the PBC last card, because everybody dropped out of the fights, like PBC guys be all, PBC cards pretty much be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? They kind of know how to stack their cards and kind of have certain matchups where it's gonna be entertaining. So I do, I understand Yo-Yo bringing somebody up. We probably won't see some real work from him until he get in there with like some of them 154 guys got to move up. Maybe a Jesus Ramos, maybe that Denzel Bentley fight would be good. Maybe him and Xander, if they fight, don't know if that's gonna happen. Or Vito, you know what I'm saying? Don't know if that's gonna happen either though. So, you know, we just kind of got to see. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of got to see. Muggs might let him get a belt and just kind of, he might just be like fending his belt forever. You know what I'm saying? Until he move up to 168, and that's what the work is for him. If he really try to make some moves, that's what the work is for him at 168. You know what I'm saying? He could do some work up there. But I think that no. I'm about to hop out in a second. So so we'll see what's up with that card. So yeah, man, looking forward to a good fight weekend. I don't know none of the other young guys on that Rolly card, but I mean y'all was speaking real highly of them, so I'm sure them scraps will be entertaining. So, you know, yeah, man, good month of boxing. You know what I'm saying? We got the heavyweights, we got Disjoint, got the heavyweights, got the Rolly and Tio, you know, and then in between there, you know, it's gonna be some other little low key joints. If you just the hardest of the hardcore, you can check those out. But other than that, yeah. But I am going with Roach. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with the brother to get it. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be surprised if he lost because William Zepeda is no slouch. Like he been in there with some good guys. You know what he's doing in there. He has he knows what he wants to do and he's gonna execute it. It's gonna see if he after coming off the loss with Shakur if he has some new wrinkles to his game. We just kind of got to see. But Ness, shout out to you. Ryan, shout out to you. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully, Keyshawn Davis. Hey, yo, before I go, hop off. Last point. If Keyshawn Davis does not take this fight, slander, duck talk for a while. Don't want to hear his name. Don't want to hear his name. He did all that trolling, looking for Debo, smacking water, going live. Now we here. Shakur, y'all played the J Prince games and all that, and we understand it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But now you're looking, you wanted the opportunity. You can't make weight at 140. You're moving up. Don't duck the fight because of some money shit. Take the opportunity. I'm not saying that brothers shouldn't get paid, but this is a unique situation. I kind of want to see, you know, was saying he got $3 million, then he didn't get offered $3 million. Too many like reports coming out to keep up with it. I know that's a lot of money that you're getting offered for the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Take the payday, see what you can do. Go in there, give a good showing. You might win, but either way, you still young enough where you can still get good scraps. But don't duck the fight though, young boy. After all the talking you was doing. So, salute to y'all, black guys. That's my call. Thank y'all.
All right, last call for them callers.
Shout out to Troy, man. King Troy, he got his fighter on there, Aaron Coley.
Yeah.
Like my man Khaled said, yo, we should
Frank
all be
Guzman.
rooting for him. Yeah, man. Hopefully they could get that spoiler win.
We got Angel Padilla. Where's the next Border Wars location? If there's one, it will be October Halloween in Orlando. If there's no money for the site fee, we not leaving the state. Bob Wick, member for 21 months on a contender level. Yo, Unc, I need that. Quote unquote, I gotta go on a t-shirt. One of your funniest quotes. Hashtag shout out TBV. Salute, champ. Leonard Sterling, pound for pound, number one in the chat, holding it down. 2-pounder, Fundora, War Grounds. Same venue as Pacheco. It's 8K. So whoever said 27 wrong. Oh, so Wilson, $10. Ness, have you ever thought about having any of the more known officials on to get some stories or opinions on the past future fights, especially with all the questionable stoppages? Need Steve Wilkins. I used to have Steve Willis, not Wilkins, come on a lot, but they don't like doing it no more, bro. It gets them in trouble. And secondly, I need someone else to do that, and I'm not paying for that because there was a misconception last time I said that. I'm not paying to get nobody. Like, I'm not hiring someone to get interviews for me because I don't even care about interviews. You feel me? So, like, if somebody want to volunteer to DM motherfuckers to come on the show and you also going to keep track of that shit and remind me daily, like, yo, so-and-so's coming, because I forget. And that's why I just stopped doing it. I forget to send them the link. I forget who coming on. That shit don't be important to me, you feel me? But some of y'all like interviews, some of y'all just like boxing talk. We try to mix it in. Most of the interviews I get is the fighter or the manager reaching out to me because I just, you feel me? I forget. One lump sum, $5. Keyshawn, the not so good businessman. The only person I know that said he will do it for less. He underbid his own worth. It's me, Rock Lee, $5. The fight is much closer to Zepeda versus Farmer than Zepeda versus Shakur. Putting 100 on Zepeda decision and Raymond decision plus 450. Just give me my money. Kane Enterprises says $2. It's not $2K. No, it's $2K, not $200 for the participation fee. That sounds super wrong, but you could be right because I know that they said it was $200K minimum bid. So participation fee is something different. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong. I really don't care what he paid to do what he did. You know, I know that he did it to make a splash, and the splash has been made. Last call for them callers. Last call. Ryan, where can they find you?
You find me at Ryan from the 6 on YouTube, man. We live today at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Let's
talk about this fight, some other things. You know
your
what
brother
it is.
back in action? I feel like your dad tagged me on some shit.
August 27th, we back home. You know, he's doing his thing, selling tickets, but we trying to get on the road, man. So if any promoters out there, y'all need a 154-pounder to knock out some shit, give me a call, man. Ryan from the 6, anywhere.
We out. Peace.
We out. Peace.